Oh, it's all out pummeling?
All-Out Pummeling.
Welcome everyone to another episode of All-Out Pummeling. I'm T-Cat, and we've also got Krocs and Leafyboi.
Hello.
Hello.
And on tonight's show, we have our matches from the first round, the quarterfinals of Ruby and Sapphire Cup. And then we've got a little bit of a change to the second part of the show. We'll go through that when we get to it. And finally, we've got our, I guess you could say, roundup of the semi-finals of Ruby, Sapphire and the Salamence Cup.
And don't forget, of course, Name Rater is in there as always.
Oh yeah! I didn't forget about that. Nice.
You can't forget about the name race, JP. It's
No,
the favourite.
It's the best bit.
It's the highlight of the show.
The only reason
we haven't
people
done the
actually-
content.
Exactly. Yeah, other people's creativity gets to show. Cool. Anyone got anything they want to get off their chest before we get into the matches?
I don't think so. This has been a pretty. I want to say well done to everyone for getting their matches played promptly for this round. Everyone's pretty sharpish.
No wall of shame in this time.
Yeah, no wall. Well, hopefully no wall of shame. We'll see. Well, not for
this round.
tardiness at least.
Oh, that's true.
I'm not sure other things may have got people on the wall of shame this week, but we'll have to find out when your league drops.
I'm sure Sam will find something.
Well,
Got to use his new prop. Like, come on.
yeah.
Cool. Right. Well, should we hop into our first game then?
I think we should.
I think so. Let's get this ball rolling.
Yep. So game one, we have the Kruken Krokonors versus the Bristol Braveries.
I should have said get this rollout rolling, or this ice ball rolling, or
You
this
missed the trick.
rapid spin rolling. Ah,
Boo.
Whitney would be ashamed.
Christ.
Missed the
Boy,
trick. Get it?
Oh,
It's all coming together. It's all coming together, man.
We got them back, boys. We
got
got
'em
the fans
back.
back.
Oh dear.
This was a game.
This was a match that was almost always going to be in Joe's favour.
It is a tough matchup for Rob.
It is a really tough matchup, and he had you scared for a moment.
I mean, he did.
He made you close Magic the Gathering.
Yeah, I had to.
He did make you close
surrender.
Magic,
I had
yep.
to concede a game of Magic the Gathering and close it. Like I was in a draft. Like that win mattered. But as soon as he started clicking Toxic Protect,
Yeah, some weird shit.
Oh no, it was when the Gyarados. I will pinpoint the moment if we start playing that I went, oh my god.
I still gave him no hope, but like it was
I mean,
touch and go.
if there were slight tweaks to some of the moves he ran, I think I could have been in big trouble.
yeah.
But I think it was the fact that he was so committed to doing this full silly that it just ended up having no mustard to it. If you see,
Yeah. This week it was nearly a struggle for the cheese strat of the week, but it's in this game.
it's in this game.
It's in this game.
In fact,
Well,
it's this entire game.
it's this entire game. Yeah.
JP's cheese strat of the week.
Oh man, me, PK. There was quite a few of us watching it on TeamSpeak.
Yeah.
I think
It
Rob
was
actually
hype.
joined us as well, just for
He did.
moral support, not for any tips. But
I did the
we were.
opposite. I came off of TeamSpeak to play my game because I don't want anybody going, ooh, ah, yee, ah.
No, we were like shouting and screaming, cheering for Rob. We so wanted him to do well. But anything you want to say about the teams before we dive in?
I mean, he didn't bring Joe's Doom, which
He didn't.
that was a.
That was all part of his plan, though.
Yeah, I was like, that didn't come, and I was like, oh sweet, I can just click fucking
Click
wild
Thunderbolt.
charge. Yeah, just click wild charge.
He lost
Thunderbolt
it at
and get
Champ
his whole
Select. Ugh.
team. Yeah, so I was like, fine. This is all fine.
This is all going perfectly to plan. And thus continues to play Magic.
Yeah.
Hit.
I
Well,
mean,
I did say to Rob, oh, let me just finish this game of Magic and then I'll start this Pokemon match. He went, oh, come on, man. We know you can just click buttons. I was like, oh, fine then, Rob. You sass. And then started, and then he started doing wacky shit. And I was like, you son of a bitch. Now I have to close Magic because you've done all this wacky stuff. So
Alright, well,
Yeah,
we've...
the last thing I want to highlight is just you've got your defensive core of your 2 walls of Blissey and
a coffee
Avalug.
table and a flump.
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking about this the other day. Like, the only thing that stops this from being as good as like Scar and Bliss or anything like that is the fact that they both share a fighting weakness. So you're kind of a little bit worried about the Staraptor, but even then, I think Avalug
that
doesn't
close
take.
combating is nasty. But yeah, you said I think Avalug. If that thing's choice, I think Avalug just takes. I don't know, probably just over half, like 60% maybe. I don't know how to do it.
And also, if it's weakened itself from like using Brave Bird beforehand, then Avalok can still do something back.
Avalug will kill it with an avalanche, probably even from full.
Maybe.
Even without the defense drops, like avalanche from Avalug does a lot of damage.
Yeah, man. Right, should we jump in?
Yeah,
Yep.
we've scouted about it enough. Let's
Yeah.
go.
Let's go. 3, 2, 1. Bubbles!
So this happened,
Love that guy.
and I'm like, okay, well, I just
What's
sent
it
out
gonna
my
do?
Espeon into this. No matter
Yeah.
what he does, it'll be fine. So this happened. He kills
And
one,
then he did that.
and I was like, I mean, okay. So now he's lost his Mon.
4,
Nothing.
nothing.
I assume he did that to get rid of the magic bounce so he can start toxicking. But then I've still got this now in the back, so for later on, he doesn't have a way of killing my Espeon. Which is something I've never actually thought of until now.
But this is the T-strat of the week.
Yeah, here we go. So
The
the sub,
set.
the toxic, the sub, and I was like, oh, the sub. Well, that's annoying.
Yeah, so we've seen a Toxic, we've seen a Substitute. What else do we reckon this got?
This taunt.
Oh, it's got a
and
taunt
when
as well.
I click roar. I was like,
Yeah.
roar, I can roar out the sub. When this taunt came out, I went, oh shit, I'm gonna have to
Lovely.
play my game of Magic.
Lovely.
Because I thought
Steven
he
says it in the
starts
chat.
dragon dancing or boosting. Although at this point we've already seen
3
of his moves. So if he had dragon dance, he'd have no other moves. So
Yeah.
Dragon dance would be redundant.
No point to have it.
Because actually, Taunt sub Gyarados is actually a thing that's quite popular. It's actually really good. But I
But we
think
see
it's gone
here,
one
its
step too
final
far.
move.
Is Protect, so 0 offensive moves.
Yes.
Mega Gyarados. Oh, man.
And I mean, I've used a similar strat last season against Zoe Geo, when
Yes.
my Dragonite famously ran no offensive moves.
That is what
Um,
made you the people's champ in my heart.
There's-
That is
I
why I
mean,
wanted you to win
This
last
sort
season.
of sudden surprise team shift towards full tank, full bulk stall can just completely... Like, I was not prepared for this in any way. It was just lucky that I was okay, and lucky that Blissey had aromatherapy. If it didn't have aromatherapy, this could have definitely gone another way.
Yeah, it did say in the TeamSpeak, if he has aromatherapy on the Blissey, then he just loses.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there like, I know he's got aromatherapy
Yeah.
on the Blissey.
Yeah.
I
I
wanted
did
to
take
believe,
it off at one
but
point. I took it off and started running something else, and I was like, I'll probably just run this aromatherapy, probably safer.
which is a toxic orb onto it, so he gets a nice Aya Papa Berry. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which now
Which annoys
triggers
me.
behind
Yeah.
sub, which
Son
is
of
freaking cool.
yeah, which is a really smart play.
Again, here we're like blowing up in TeamSpeak, like, oh, so good.
He's taken his own toxic orb back.
So we could
Yeah.
switch it onto something else maybe if he
Yep.
needs to.
But now I think...
And we are
Hell.
full hype at this point
Full hype.
because it's
Still
like he's
seismic
not doing
tossing.
anything. He's just trying to seismic toss it. It's fine.
Well,
You're
because
like,
I know at
maybe
this
it's
point
okay.
I've got aromatherapy in the back.
Like yeah, maybe Rob can do it.
But that's the thing, you haven't used it yet.
Oh,
Oh, there
yeah.
it comes.
The
There you
list
go.
that comes up
The
here.
dream.
Sure.
The
Value
dream was
Town.
crushed here.
Oh.
Oh man.
Oh.
And then tricked the toxic orb back to him.
Another
But he
toxic
didn't want
orb.
to switch in, so he'd already toxic it himself, so it was kind of
Okay.
weird. I was like,
Yeah.
okay.
Rob
Toxic
puts
then
up
has
the big
reset on
GG.
me.
And I think from here on it was just slightly downhill.
Yeah.
He just couldn't really get around Blissey.
Like, I think even without aromatherapy he would have struggled, because Espeon with the magic bounce in the back, I'm not sure what his answer to that was.
Especially after Smeagol's gone down.
I guess another trick to get toxic orbs onto it, but Yeah, I guess that's about it.
8-inch poker comes out, which makes you go to coffee table. We get a brave bird. No, a whirlwind.
Yeah.
A whirlwind.
I- Pissing into the wind just a little bit, I think.
I mean, it gets it out of there, but I think maybe just hitting you
Yeah.
with a stab move.
I think if he had
Wouldn't
mixed
matter.
in some more standard sets with this full tank, like
Yeah.
just a finisher, like if he had this as a revenge killer, then I think maybe we could have seen something.
Yeah, that's a shame that the quick attack didn't get the kill there. I'm guessing it was not a choice banded one.
I mean, I would assume.
Probably
not.
not.
If it's,
I would have thought
I mean,
banded would have killed there.
yeah, I would have think banding yourself into whirlwind is good in this situation. So,
But if he's gone with these sets, you never know. Like,
I mean,
then we had the fast. Oh, that's
Fast.
speed.
I've not really seen much
So-
of the fast this season. Like,
yeah, it's tricky to get him going, and I'm not often do I go, yes, 3 electric types. That's what I need on my team.
yeah,
3
this
electric
is
types
one of those
and
games.
2 psychic types. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. You've really gone quite hard into the type spam.
I mean,
I didn't even realise that you had like good psychic spam as well, but with
yeah,
Espeon
it's a
and
bit.
something else as well.
It's like I've said, my team does one thing very well, and if people, oh no, the 1% live, but it's okay. It's... Bruce.
Leftovers. He has to just keep roosting. Yeah.
Well, he has.
The big daddy. Can he pick up a kill?
You give up and you're like, I'm
Is
just going to
bug versus
I know you're
psychic
gonna
type?
roost.
Yeah, I can nasty plot.
That's
And 2
down.
more damage
Ooh,
than
the
this roost
shot.
now.
Can he get a hit off? No, it's
Get off the
toxic as well.
Yeah.
He's just
What's
gone for
the
another
bug
toxic.
does? And then, oh!
Yeah. Again, yeah, if there were a bunch of times where, okay, yeah, a full bulky roosting Volcarona, but if it also had Bug Buzz, Giga Dray, and Quiver Dance or something.
I mean, if that was a
like,
Quiver
oh,
Dance one, then he'd still be somewhat in it right now. But,
yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
minus
Quiver
Blissey
Dance,
actually.
then killed it, and then, yeah.
Minus
But
Yeah, I
yeah.
mean, Blissey's still there. I just think it was it was a shade of actual thought and input away from being a really good strat.
Yeah.
But I
Yeah.
don't
It
think
just needed a
that was
little
what
bit
Rob
more.
was doing.
Just little refinement.
I think Rob was just like, oh, I don't care, let's just shovel this in.
Yeah.
I think it's not. It was close. It was
It
close.
was, well, yeah, it had the potential to go either way. And
And
it's
like we
just a shame
said,
that-
it's such a bad matchup for him. He had to try something crazy. And
Yeah,
off the
so
wall.
off the wall
Yeah,
completely.
And he did. So
Yeah.
sometimes
Cool.
you gotta try it.
Moving on to our next game, we have PK Joe, the Luton Town Leafyons versus Ray of the Bath City Buffaloes.
Nailed it.
Nailed it.
Buff City Booth Allens. Oh yes.
Oh, Buff City Booth Allens.
Tim Allen's.
Tim Allen. Not Tim Allen.
Oh, yeah.
So this was a match that I had zero faith in you for.
I am a little to very sad how this turned out.
You were confident going into this. You were
I
like,
was,
yeah,
and
I got Ray. I got
you were
Ray.
super
Yeah,
confident.
I agree. I agree.
And to your
Like,
credit-
I feel like I did have this.
To your credit, you did really, really well.
Not well enough.
Not well
Um,
enough.
Yeah, no, I looking at it, I thought I had it pretty close. Like I have a fairly good matchup, and I had Oricorio
Oh,
to
yeah.
bring. There's a little
Ronnie bought the
sort of
Oricorio.
curveball, and it's not the regular Oricorio. It is the psychic flying Oricorio.
But the psychic. Okay, I thought it was the
Yeah.
the fire one. Rather.
No, the fire one is
More red, less.
It's
blue.
yes,
the
it is
like
more-
Spanishy.
Oh, it's flamenco
Portuguese one.
dancing.
Yeah.
human
rather
feet.
than hula dancing.
This one.
Feet,
This is
my
derpy
friend.
looking hula dancer.
Yeah, obviously, because Venusaur is weak to both flying and psychic, and I needed something for that because it's a very tanky mon, and
It's
it gets
your Venusaur
earthquake,
killer.
so it's
Yeah.
kind of like, you know. So yeah, that,
Psychic
as I said,
is
Hurricane.
pretty good. It's pretty okay versus Ray. You only really got to watch out for the Omega. but it really helps you against like the Nidoqueen and the Venusaur.
Yeah, Oricorio didn't do too much against the rest of it. It could Revelation Dance Photon Wash for a bit of damage, but it was
I had
mainly...
to look that up when it came out. I was like, what is Revelation Dance?
I knew it was its unique move, but I had no idea what it was. I was I think it does damage.
It's his unique move
else.
that changes type depending on Oricorio's primary type, because it's always flying, but depending on the form, it changes one of its types, and that's what Revelation the Dance is based off.
90 base power, 100 accuracy.
Kind of like Silvali's multi-attack.
Yeah.
Changes to whatever type you are. So
yeah,
I just think it's less damaging because I think that's 100 base.
I'm not sure. I have not used that one.
If someone uses Trick or Treat
on
an
90.
Oricorio, does it add? Because it adds the third typing in, doesn't it? Because it gives them Ghost type.
But
that doesn't change the primary.
No, but Oricorio already has one of its forms is a Ghost type. But yeah.
Wow.
Dead
Learning
pig.
new things every day about Oricorio.
Got a fire, electric, a psychic, and a Ghost type.
I didn't know how to Ghost type.
Yeah. I think I actually used that in like one iteration of a team. Like I was actually going to use that because I've looked at it before because I've been trying to find a way to bring it, and it's like
the Ghost one's meant to be the good one, isn't it?
Yeah, I believe
If there was a good one.
But if I'm bringing a Ghost type, I've already got Chandelier for it, so it's kind of like it hasn't been a point where it's like I need to bring both of them.
I need 2 Ghost types or a specific flying Ghost.
Yes, exactly.
I just like Oricorio because it gives you versatility in your types, kind of like Silvally, where you can choose which type it is. Like it gives you a choice of like having a psychic type, a fire type, or electric type, or a ghost type.
Yeah, well that's what I drafted it for
yeah.
mainly.
I don't
cover a few things.
Shit.
But it's got an amazing cry.
It's
got an amazing.
It's either gonna hurricane something or Revelation Dance them, and I'm okay with that. That's all I needed it for.
Oh my god. Well, you bought your tier 1s this time.
Yep, got around to bringing them.
Yep.
And a Mega there.
Yep.
Yeah, a nice Mega. Among Us does a lot of work.
Oh yeah. Among Us. You were very pleased with how Among Us was going to be for this game.
Yeah.
You sent threats.
I did. I remember going back and looking at the old videos before I was in the league, and Ray had an Among Us called Reginald.
Yeah.
I made sure to note that down if ever I fought Ray, and here we go.
Okay.
I was gonna bring it even if it was shit. But yeah,
Ray's got his standard
standard core, which was actually better for me. I was I can't remember who I was saying. I think I was saying this to Handsome John, that I was quite worried about Tauros, Slacking, and Mudsdale if he brought them.
You always got to be careful about the Mudsdale.
Yeah.
Secret OP.
Oh man.
And the Slacken.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
comes out.
They just do it a lot.
Destroys you.
And the Tauros, especially being 110 speed and very versatile, I was a little scared of that. So when I saw those 3 weren't there, I was like, oh sweet, I feel even better about this match now.
Has he brought any of those yet? Like, has he brought?
He bought Mudsdale versus me.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about like the Tauros and the?
Tauros, I don't think we've seen, and Slacking, I don't think
I don't think we've seen either of them.
Has he brought Spiritomb once yet either?
I think he's brought Spiritomb.
Maybe once. Yeah.
I feel like he's brought Spiritomb. I cannot remember. Pretty sure he has though. Maybe against Sam Warner.
Maybe. But yeah.
We're all just guessing at this point.
So one other thing to note is I was a little worried about Sylveon and Mega, but I thought I had enough to deal with them. And my Excadrill is a nice little air balloon. Which I thought was nice.
I remember this. Let's get into the game.
Let's get into the game.
Right, 3, 2, 1, go.
Venusaur. Send out Reginald because it does well against everything he's got.
You've both sent out the same Pokemon.
Yep, but his is slightly better than mine.
Or is it though?
So here, I knew he would have Synthesis on it, so I'm kind of testing out when he's going to use Synthesis. So whether he's going to use it after 2 Sludge Bombs or 3 Sludge Bombs to try to get a read on when I can either switch out on the Synthesis or, whatever it's going to do. And I have Regenerator on Among Us, so the damage I take is not going to be,
The first three turns is Data.
All
First
there.
5 turns is data.
Yeah, so here I've been seeing he's using it after my second sludge bomb, or as a reaction to my second sludge bomb. Then he eventually.
But then he switches because he knew the mind game was happening.
He
Because he's
knew.
bored.
Yeah,
bored.
both kind
We're
of
getting
bored.
sludge bomb. What was the PP on sludge bomb?
Stomping trap.
16, I think. And this Stomping Tantrum did not do as much as what I had in my calc.
You've
But
always
I
been
think-
excited for a bit of a
I
stomping tantrum.
love that move. I
It's
think
'cause
so
it's-
cool.
Power doubles after it fails.
Yeah.
Was
After
after
any
your
move
previous
fails.
move fails.
So when I had that, I was okay. So I think that Nidoqueen might be Assault Vest, and so that is what I had in my head. There's like a possibility. I think it might be Assault Vest, and that actually comes into play later.
Okay.
It's a very
Stomping
important
Tantrum
comes
is
into play
physical.
later. Yes, it is.
The Assault Vest wouldn't have affected me.
Oh, yeah.
It didn't seem like life or death. Did it hit you with anything?
Yeah, you're correct. I don't
We've only
know.
just seen it.
This was a very long time ago.
Galaxy far away. Oh,
yeah,
the
Will-O-Wisp,
Will-O-Wisp.
Will-O-Wisp me, like,
You're-
I Giga
you're
Drain it.
Sucking it
'cause
dry.
if I'm sucking it dry, that burn does nothing.
Suck up these torch.
Torch.
Another reference that no one else will get. except
Yeah.
Anyone who's watched Kirby the animated series.
The
I
11
didn't
Man
even
Night.
get that.
Meta Knight sucks up these torch. Anyway, back to Among Us just being there.
But being there, that was a crit ice beam, but it did nothing.
Get a crit ice beam, yeah.
There you go, 18% on the stomping tantrum. Another one will kill,
Yeah, another one will kill.
and he's like, nope.
Out to Marisa.
Oh, he switched to Giga Drain that time.
Yeah,
Expecting the
I
switch.
get Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was expecting the catch, or I'm not sure whether it would have killed anyway.
Expecting
He
the
goes on the
kitch.
wish. Oh, who's he gonna wish into? Sludge Bomb not doing
Got
quite as
poison.
much, but getting a nice
The
poison.
poison. It doesn't matter what he is switches into for me at the moment, because I'm just kind of.
Venusaur.
I've just got,
Nope.
you know,
Oh, he
regenerator.
Ooh.
Now this is an issue, because I knew he was going to bring Air Balloon. I just knew it, because it does so much work against my team if I can't hit it with the big Earthquake.
Yeah.
Right. I make the double here, just in case. He brings his fairy into my dragon.
Close combat?
Yeah, so I took the risk here. I knew I was soundproof, so if he had hyper voice like I thought he was going to get, it wouldn't have worked. But Ray did the smart thing and brought Moonblast instead of hyper voice, knowing I would probably get soundproof. So it was a
Okay.
sort of weighted risk on my chance. The
There's
rapid
your-
spin, not killing right here.
Digmon with the balloon. Balloon
There's
fight.
my Digmon balloon.
Where is he?
It ended up not mattering because he then died to Toxic. And I
Yes,
got free
balloon
spin.
fight!
Now
There
we
we
go.
go.
Balloon
So,
Oh, me and Handsome John were
but
Quite
unfortunately,
quite excited by
he
this.
is a fire type. He's a fire steel type, so I couldn't stay in. So I sack off Hariyama. And here, I wanted to pop his balloon. And I was like, he could have flash
At
cannon.
the price of your mega?
He could have. Well, yeah, because at this point, Excadrill is my main win con, and so I just needed that balloon gone, so I could actually put in some work. Because Earthquake does a lot of damage to kill everything he's got, and I've still got my balloon. So, this is the turn right here. I wasn't sure of his item, and it turns out he was faster than me. I'm pretty sure I calced it so I would be faster than the Nidoqueen because she has a base 76 speed and Excadrill's base 88, and I think I calced it that if he wasn't scarfed I would have been faster,
Okay.
and but that damage on me fucks me up in a few turns. But we get in Among Us here. That's a fortunate miss. Me get
Yeah.
good damage, and like the heat round's not a problem. Rotom Wash isn't really a problem as long as Among Us is still alive. Oricorio is my safe sort of sack off because her job was only for Venusaur, really.
Mhm.
I felt like
And so
I've been
it-
watching this match for about 10 years. We're only on turn 29.
It's because it's been Among Us in for about 20 of those turns.
Yeah, it's just Among Us versus Ray. Just gonna go on forever.
Reginald versus Raymond.
Reginald versus Raymond. Is that his full name, Raymond?
I've got no idea.
Is that confirmed?
We're
It's
confirming it now.
Raimondo?
Raymondo,
Oh.
if you could post it in the comments, that'd be great.
Oh, Raimundo. Raimondo.
Raymundo.
He
Raymundo.
drives a Ford Mondeo. For his Raymondeo.
Yeah.
Alright, so in here, I send in Drumstick Pete for because it looks like a drumstick sweep
Drumstick.
with those colours.
He's the king of the
And
drum beat.
sweet beat.
Drumstick.
And I just give him a big
sweet beat.
supersonic strike because
chicken
that's
beat.
all it's got. And
Oh,
then
the
big revelation dance does
There it
work.
was.
I think the Sky Strike was just in case you switched to Heat Ran.
I mean, that's pretty cool. Comes out, Supersonic Sky Strike, Revelation Dance. This
Yeah, and then it
Drumstick
lives the
Pete
hit.
putting in work.
Yeah,
Lives the hit.
Hits the hurricane just for any damage.
That's right.
And at this point, I'm like, I think I've got this. Because,
Really?
yeah,
Okay, but
And
surely you
because
just
I
died in
come
that
out
mega, though.
with a big earthquake. I do not, because...
What item?
No, because this just has Giga Drain, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of-
Because remember he was
We
air
don't-
balloon earlier, so that's
yeah,
so
but I would have.
Oh.
So I would have lived the Giga Drain if I hadn't had that damage taken from Nidoqueen, and
Yeah.
I had it was either Rock Slide or Iron Head that just one shot it.
Rock Slidoo!
A big Rock Slidoo.
Slidoo!
And I was like, alright, I got this. And then when it came out, it's like, actually, I can't take this damage because of the damage I took from Nidoqueen. So, in the heat of the battle, I completely misread what item he has. And again, as you said, it wouldn't even mattered my Stomping Tantrum doing nothing because it's physical and Assault Vest doesn't affect that. But, you know, in the heat of the battle, you just kind of like, sometimes
it
you
would
just
have
miss
been-
these things.
Interesting to see what would have happened if you had sacked off your Excadrill and kept your Mega Diancie alive.
I prioritize Excadrill because obviously with the Mold Breaker it can hit Rotom, and Earthquake does so much to everything, and it can one-shot Yanmaga. And I could live a hit if I had enough HP. So that's why I was like, okay, at this point I really need
Yeah.
Heat Ran's balloon gone. I just no matter how.
But Queen was scarfed. It must have been to its feature.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a good proper game of Pokemon. 37
It was
turns.
really fun. Even
One
though I
Pokemon
lost.
left at the end.
Right.
Last move wins, sort of
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, that was good. Well,
Yeah, it was
well
a
done.
lot of fun, even though I lost and I'm sad about it. But, you know,
I'm proud of you.
it was a good
For
game, man.
making my
Against
prediction
that
right.
S-tier team. Yeah, and as I said, y'all wanted me to lose, so your damn predictions are right.
I don't think it came through on the replay, but afterwards I rejoined the lobby and I was like, called it.
Yeah, I can't remember if I left at that point.
Yeah, cool. Well, good job. Unfortunately, a loss for you, but
Alas,
there's more
alas.
to come.
Yeah,
Should we move on
it's
to?
not over.
It's not over. It's not over yet. Should we jump into the last game then?
Yeah, this is Mr. Sam Ulner wanting to get his revenge against Yuti for slandering his team.
It's the Illy Illy Kids versus the Toad and Terror Kids.
Furious.
Yeah, for some reason I'm rocking the Pokemon Ranger avatar today.
Yeah.
Instead of Brock or the little girl.
Oh, the little girl, which you usually are.
I found a mad scientist one that I'm kind of tempted to use, but
That's pretty cool.
he's a bit too evil for me. I don't know. So yeah,
You can only
this-
change it once every season. That's how it works.
Oh, I've used multiple this season. I need to
Ugh.
Change
decide.
your avatar? What?
Yeah,
Even.
you You've been a wrestler since day one.
Yeah.
Actually, you haven't always been that one. I swear you were like the snow guy.
I've seen
or
a secret baker.
Like what's the
There we
name?
go. A
secret baker.
That's on my side sub account.
Smurf account.
Smurf secret practice.
It's under the name Pyabe.
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 Major Pyabe.
Instead of N, it's a B. No one will ever know.
Imposter.
So yeah, this was a game. I was super stressed beforehand because I just finished work, and then I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh god, I gotta play my game." Oh god.
You had 20 minutes to prep.
I did prep in a very short amount of time.
And that's your own fault.
Most
Yeah, it's my
players would
fault,
have
Putting in the
delayed.
excuses beforehand.
But it was tricky because like I had a lot of stuff going on like for the next week coming, so I was like, I kind of need to play this now. I mean, yeah, me not being super prepared for it, it's my fault, and also even the prep that I did, or like the avenue I was going down for prep, it wouldn't really mattered if I'd had more time because everything that I had planned, Sam had accounted for on his team. and everything that I prepped for, he didn't bring.
Okay.
So I always find prepping for like the Alolan stuff a bit more difficult because they're not in the calc that I use. I use Sweeper calc, but like the old version of it.
Just
So it
use
doesn't
the
have the
regular
Alolan.
fucking.
Well, I do that for like
It's so good.
individual mons, but it's like if I want to make a team, I do it in Sweeper Count, the old one, because it's got like base sets available, so I can just see, okay, my team pretty much can beat all of these mons, or like my win condition is Entei or whatever. I just need to get everything.
You definitely count different to me then.
Yeah.
Or prep because I just do it mon by mon. So it's like, what does my one mon do against every single one of these 11?
Oh, see.
And then next
okay.
one, and then every single one of these 11.
I don't go that far. I look up key moves. I go, right, can this thing's high jump kick kill that thing? Yes, no. Can it kill this thing with an earthquake? Yes, no.
Yeah.
And that's like, as far as I work out like 6 key calcs.
Yeah.
And then I'll be like, right, the rest I just work it all out via knowledge and via
Yeah, I was gonna say, 'cause my
just
knowledge
naturally
isn't
talented.
there,
That's what
and
you
I
said.
don't do a lot of playtesting, so it's kind of like,
Yeah.
but I'm trying to just get from it and learn. It's like, okay, if it does do this, I've got something for it. If it doesn't do, if it does something wacky, then whatever, I'll just deal with it. Right.
That's fair. So yeah, this match was. I was up against it. Sam prepped really well. He sort of had my number from the get-go, but we managed to make it a nice close game.
Oh,
So
shall we jump on in?
Yeah. Right. 3, 2, 1. Knockoff cat comes
Bang
out.
out the old Booloo.
Aptly named Bellend.
Big Bella.
He switched out because he knew it was coming. I was very upset. I was like, there's no way he's going to see Gungshot coming, but he'd done his research. He knew Gungshot
The
was
turn
coming.
one revealed it all.
I blew my load. First appearance of Whitey-chan actually doing anything in the game, I think.
Yeah.
Did it come once and do nothing? Or...
Yeah, it came before, didn't get to do anything.
Oh, okay.
So I use Hail.
Died to flash
Good
cannon.
work.
I died to Flash Cannon, so I actually disconnected that point, so I used Hail, and I was like, oh, Sam's taking a real long time on his turn, and then Rob was like, oh, you disconnected. I'm like, oh, okay, so then I rejoin, and yeah, he's killed. Actually, no, it wasn't Rob, it was
Dead.
Phantom John. But yeah, I was dead. But that was meant to be a Hail Aurora Veil set, which would have
Not
been...
a pseudo Alolan Ninetales there.
Yeah, which in my head would have been super hype, but turns out it didn't matter because he had Brick Rake on everything he said. So he was well prepared for screams. That was very upsetting.
Continental Crush not doing a lot.
No, Uxie actually is very good this game. We actually said in the draft Alisas that Sam is quite weak to Stealth Rocks and Physical Walls. So I brought Stealth Rocks and stuff on Uxie. So I was like, okay, well, Uxie just is my counter to his team.
Nice.
However, not having the Aurora Veil up there was super bad for me. But I'm thinking, like, okay, this isn't too bad. So he's got a layer of Toxic Spikes up. I had Defog on nothing, so I was a little bit worried, but it's fine. If I get the Rain Darts up, then this Toxic isn't going to do shit to me. Also, the Poison isn't going to do anything to me.
Because of your
my
hydration.
hydration. So Poison is cured. I'm thinking he's just gonna like click Scald or Flash Cannon or something, but nope, Raw. So yeah, he was also prepared for all my setup. Setup Manaphy. I was like, this
At
is the
this
game where
point-
Manaphy can go out of control, and no, he was ready for it.
At this point,
as
your
well.
spirit is truly dampened from
Oh
that
god,
roll.
my spirit was so damp right now. Skull. Luckily, he can't burn me this
Rain.
time. But once again, like funny his status.
Just bring
So-
facade on it every single
I should
game.
do. Everyone just loves to status that rabbit. Oh god. The one time I bring it though, it doesn't do it anyway. That goes down to the poison. Sad because it's against his ghost type as well. So I'm like, yeah, I can make use of Scrappy. And knockoff cat doing his
Focus
namesake,
Sash.
using knockoff. I'm just trying to like get what I can at this point. I'm like, right, okay, chip damage, get rid of the items. Can we do anything else? Right, Manaphy, come back in. Let's see if we can get some damage on you. Very concerned with the amount of damage I'm taking to these poisons at the 2%.
Yeah.
Yeah, because no, so the
The
toxic
2%.
spikes was pretty good against you. You don't have a
Yeah, that was
Grounded,
something else
poison type.
discussed in the LSR. Says that my team is pretty bad against removal, and I have no poison type. So, yeah, Sam must have done his homework. Must have, I know he's quite a fan of the show, so I'm sure he was reading back for some.
He was going
research.
back. That's actually not bad.
Grand Alisas is some solid information.
It's actually really good. I've done it for a lot of games, and it's helped me out quite a bit.
Maybe I
Like,
should
helped me-
do that actually.
I will bestow my knowledge upon you.
It helps so much if I match against Tom Goodser. Yeah, so Godfest finally going down to the bell
Things
end.
looking very rough for you.
Very right.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, 5-2. I'm like, oh god, what?
5-2. He's got
How?
a layer of toxic spikes up.
He's protecting.
Protect.
But luckily, the grassy terrain, because I'm grounded, I don't lose quite so much health.
Yep.
But I
Yeah,
got the
'cause you're only
sludge
poisoned,
wave.
not-
Is he gonna go? Oh, he didn't go to that. He's gone to the Davy Jones instead of the Napoleon. So
U-turn.
Oh, I
here?
see. So you didn't
I-
click
yeah, I
Grim
thought-
Shock 'cause you
yeah, I
thought,
thought he was going
yeah,
to
that's
tempo.
fair enough.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense. So you U-turn. But that means your Barking Mad is poisoned right now.
Barking Man is poisoned, but I'm thinking if I can sweep enough stuff, then I can get it to a point where if Napoleon is dead, then Knockoff Cat has the chance to clean up.
Yeah.
At this point, the game is totally like I could still win.
Game with
Like, yeah,
sacred
when
fire,
the penguin
everything.
went down, I
Yeah.
was like, oh.
We were
I
both a
happy.
little shocked by that. I didn't
Oh,
think it was going to kill, but it did. So great. And then I'm like, okay, well that's dead. That is
The thick
also
fat
potentially
on
gonna
that.
be-
And not getting a burn with the 50% chance.
Yeah. The
Also
50%
suck.
chance to burn could have won it for me there, but unfortunately not. But then this comes out, get a knockoff. I'm just going to click knockoff on that turn anyway, because either I get rid of an item or
Yeah.
I just get some good stab damage on something.
But
Or
then
kill the Mammoth Swine. And
got a very
Flaccid,
quick-
Whiskers.
Flaccidness is
Yeah.
breaking.
Showing you that your greens would have done nothing.
Mm. Now, the interesting thing about that very last turn is, had I been fully invested in speed, I would have outsped the Mian Xiao, and I had a chance to one-hit kill it with, not one-hit, but do 94% with Play Rough. So
Okay.
I had the chance to kill that, and if I would have killed that, then Tabu Buddha would have died to the Sludge Wave, and then I would have won.
Gunk shot, you mean?
Oh, sorry, yeah, Gunk Shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if
And
I
you
would have
were on high
outsped
enough
that,
health.
I would have won, but I didn't. I invested in speed to outspeed the Bulu, not the
Not
Mian
me
Xiao,
and Chow.
and that was my undoing in the end of that.
Fair
So
enough.
we managed to bring it back a little bit, but
Yeah, it was close.
really good game to Sam. He played
Yeah.
that like a beast, prepped like a beast, and
And
I think
now,
he deserved to win.
That's one down.
One
means-
down.
I have a bone to pick with you, JP,
Oh.
because on the pride of All-Out Pummeling and our
Two Gang
rating,
Krocs. Yeah.
I have to beat Sam in the next round. Yet he has two massive ground types, a grass type, a grass. All of them resist my lovely, lovely type spam.
Well,
So now you have handed this to me, this task. All of our pride,
I have bestowed it
everything
upon you.
is riding on me being Sam.
Well, actually, I
And
had
it's
to
a
lose that
tough
game.
job.
I had to lose that
had
game
to
because
lose it.
because I rated Sam a B plus, and I rated myself a B minus.
Are you saying you're match fixing, JP?
I'm
Is that what
saying-
you're doing?
I'm calling collusion right here.
My predictions are currently more accurate than yours.
Well, according to your predictions, you gave me an A something.
Yes. And look how you did. You're in the semi-finals.
Yeah, but now I'm about to lose to a C plus.
Well, with that attitude, I think you've already lost. You get to get your head out the gutter and get some goddamn prep going
Get
on.
your head out the gutter. I'm not quite sure that's what you meant to say.
Yeah, I just
Get my
wanted
head
to.
out.
Wanted to alliterate. Leave me alone. Oh, okay.
It didn't alliterate.
Get and gutter. I mean, there's
Get
get your head out of the. All right, I'm not Ray. I'm not a wordsmith. All right, it's been a long day. 9 hours in the office,
Rush time
Get
from
your get out
work.
the gutter.
Instant.
choking on fumes for 9
Get your
hours.
head out the pit lane.
Get my head out of the pit lane. Yeah. Cool. Well, yeah, so that was that game. Should we move on to our second section, which I didn't actually say what it was going to be. Normally, we would go into our tiers. However, I feel like
We've had enough tears, me and you, this round.
yeah, we've had enough tears. We need to build up some anticipation for the final result. I think there's not quite enough tension going there. So we're actually going to hold back the final standings of the tiers until the very end of the season.
All about the tears.
All about the tiers. So, in its stead, we have a little section that we're going to be calling Future Sight. And this is picking out a couple of mons that we think that we think have either done well or underperformed this draft.
That we would still want.
That you still might want or you might not want. So like if you think a mon has done really well but you wouldn't want it, or think a mon has done quite poorly but you think actually I reckon I can make that work. So we're gonna do that. We're gonna do that.
This is Future Sight. Looking forward to next season.
Yes.
So,
yeah. I thought it would be quite nice seeing as we are going to have players start dropping out soon. Could be myself, could be PK, could be
Definitely yourself, definitely.
Yeah. Yeah. So we've got people thinking about season 4. So I thought this would be quite a nice sort of leading into that.
Mm-hmm.
Does anyone want to kick us off with a couple of mons?
I'm gonna kick off with Handsome John's Cryogonal.
Yeah, of course.
We
The
had
Vamp
to.
from tier 5. The boy has just done tremendous work. It's way better than I think anybody gave it credit for in its tier 5 position.
Not me. I'm going to put my
Gets
hand up.
recover, gets rapid spin, gets... Does he get priority ice shot? Yeah?
I feel like it gets ice charmed.
Yeah.
And it's also, freeze dry for yellow
Freeze
group
dry.
mayhem.
Good special wall. Yeah, it's been fantastic.
And it's got a great name. Bit beach
Yeah.
themed.
Yeah.
Bit of Beyblade going on.
We had a nice little Beyblade video posted in the Facebook the
Oh,
other day.
that's so good. I laughed so hard. at
The
that.
Ray.
Oh, this is really well done, John. I think that Cryogonal has been really good. I just don't like it from the aesthetic point of view. I know that John normally gives it the shiny.
I think it looks so cool.
It's just a really angry face, but a snowflake.
It's not. It's a crying sort of snowflake, hence Cryogonal.
It's
those
Andros
tears
from
coming
Star
down
Fox, but really sad / angry.
Sad Andros.
Sad
Is he
Andros.
sad because he's still an assist trophy and not a character?
Yeah, he didn't make it into Smash as a main character. They need
That's
to upgrade him so he's not just a polygon.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to go with an underperformer that I still think can be made to work quite nicely. Is your mana?
I knew that was
that,
coming.
yeah,
It
that's
has
gotta be
done
the one.
Sweet fuck all
It's
for
got
you.
subtle.
But apparently it's one of the best things in draft, and apparently it's super good.
Yeah, I actually yesterday I watched a video from, I think it was Under the Radar. I know PK is quite a fan of
Yeah.
them.
Kelly under the radar.
Yeah, Kelly Under the Radar, and he did a thing about Manaphy, so like how good is it in Draft League, and the people on the call with him was like, yeah, it's definitely like one of the best in the league, in Draft League. But they said about some stuff that I'm not doing, and I think maybe that's where I'm going wrong. Like I've just been committing myself to tail glow sets and rain dance, when actually I could be doing. He's got other boosting moves, and the bulky variants are also really good.
Yeah,
So
it's quite hard to kill with those 100 stats all around.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh, I mean, all the
surprisingly.
pixies are good. I don't think we've seen a
Yeah.
bad pixie. I mean, Shaman, of course, is the standout all best performer of the whole league. So,
Oh, for sure.
I think
absolutely.
all the pixies are. I mean, Celebi, we haven't seen pop off just because it does have that 4x weakness to bug.
Yeah.
So I think you will just take a random U-turn out of nowhere and die. Which
Did
I think
Sam
is
have
the-
that
But
last season?
if you can work
Was it?
about the Celebi though, it is still
It's
really
still
good.
very
It's
good. I
just
mean,
a
I've looked at
riskier
it.
one than others.
I've looked at it because it like completes cores and things. I was like, oh yeah, it perfectly does my psychic fighting dark and my grass water fire core. Yes, it's perfect.
Yeah.
Like, oh no, but then I just died a bug type. Oh,
Yeah. Oh, U-turn. Oh no.
oh, I've lost the game.
Yeah, well, as soon as you see a 4 times weakness on something like that, you're like, ugh. It's what puts me off like Hooper.
Yeah.
Things like that.
I'm
In
not.
draft, any 4 times weak is risky.
Unless
It is.
all of your things have different 4 times weaknesses, so you're like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit it with an ice move. Oh no, they've gone to their water type, who's weak to like yeah, they go to their Swampert that's weak 4 times weak to grass. So you try to hit it with a grass move, then they go to their Pelipper, which
And that's
quad
why you have
resists
a
it,
Mew.
but it's 4 times weak to
or a
thunder.
Smeargle.
That was Rob's team last season, wasn't it? Everything was 4 times weak, but they were all 4 times weak to the other things that things resist.
Yeah.
God damn it! Getting to stick. You can only run 1 hidden power type. You can't run 7 hidden power types. So you know.
So yeah, you think that the Manaphy hasn't performed? Would you consider drafting a Manaphy next year? Obviously, you don't have to say you will. But...
I'm first picking up. No, I don't know if it's there. I think
It's a consideration
still,
for sure.
Yeah, it's still super strong apparently.
I
just
would
haven't seen
say
it yet.
it's got a difficulty curve to it. I don't think you can just draft it and be like, yeah, well, I win all my games now. It's similar to Keldeo in that it's like it does a thing and does it very well, but if they've got a counter to it or you haven't got the right support for it, then it doesn't really work. I don't think I've supported it well enough, and I think I've not branched out enough on the movesets. Brought it in at the wrong times.
Mhm.
Yeah, but anyone else wants it? Good luck.
Good luck. Yeah.
I reckon Dom or Ray could make it work really well.
Okay.
So you had to be a bit creative with that.
Yeah.
What about you, JP? Do you have any mons that you think have either overperformed or underperformed?
I've been super impressed by Tom Goodsay's Crocodile.
Yes.
Hans had a Moxie sweep.
Yeah, had a Moxie sweep.
Didn't
It
it do
had
it
that
against
week
me?
where it had the super.
The Intimidate
bulky
Protects
set.
leftovers.
Oh.
Yeah.
I saw that and I was like, oh,
Support
why did I
set.
put it back? Oh, it's so
Yeah,
good.
oh yeah, because it was yours originally. Wasn't
Yeah, I
it?
had it, and then I put it back for Salamence because I was like, oh, Salamence light? Oh, I could just have Salamence. Yeah, so I put it back, and I wish I hadn't because Tom's made that look mighty fine.
Yeah, I
and
can agree
would
with that.
Seriously,
Yeah,
consider
A very
drafting it
solid tier 3
next
pick,
season.
Moxie or Intimidate.
Mhm.
Yeah, I mean a tier 3
Good
that
luck.
can sweep and has utility. Yeah, great
Yeah.
stuff.
It's on the list. It's on the list. But I don't know whether I will pick it. It depends if it fits into the team. But
My
Well, yeah,
list
yeah,
is
of
about
course we're-
75 different mons.
We don't know how
Oh,
the tiers
no.
are going to change. We don't know what the pick order will be like for next season. So
maybe
yeah, there's lots
Ultra
of
Beast
things
will
that
be
can
allowed
change.
or something. Maybe
I would
Mega
like
War
that
Wild will be dropped
personally,
down.
but
Tier 5s only, brown group, let's go.
Hashtag brown root, hashtag brown root.
it's just going to be like Shell Smashers will win. Oh wait, no, that's Little Cup. That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
Any other JP?
One you think maybe didn't do so well?
Underwhelming.
Apart from your Manaphy.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking Manaphy is kind of like the obvious one. I feel like Stu's Infernape. I feel like he's made other mons on his team work really well, like the Suican and the Jinx. But then Infernape is like, oh, it's going to be so good. It hasn't done anything yet. And I just
Yeah,
He
want
hasn't
to.
run it. He
Next.
hasn't run it as flexibly as it can be run. And I think that's its flexibility is what makes it so good.
Mm.
But he's running it like a gongle there. He's just running it Iron Fist, punch it in the face
Oh.
with a choice band. There's like,
I mean, that's
that
fun
is
held,
one way you
yeah.
can use it, but
It's fine,
you
but it's got to
don't
come
always
at the
need that
right
hammer. Sometimes you need a
time.
scalpel. Yeah.
Yeah, I reckon like a choice band U-turn and then Mac punch or whatever it gets.
Yeah.
Bullet punch would be really good. Flare blitz would be so good on it.
Yeah, I think it's definitely something that's still worth picking up.
Yeah.
Although, as a tier 1, I don't know. Maybe
I have considered it.
as a tier
I
2,
think it's
it would be snapped up. It's one of those ones that it is in an awkward place where it's maybe slightly too weak for tier 1, but probably too strong for tier 2.
I don't know. I still think it's a very good tier 1. I've seen it smash in other like YouTube draft leagues where it's got like the most kills alongside things like Weavile. And yeah, it's just not quite done what it needs to in this league so far. But I think that it still could be a bit of a beast. Just needs to do the right stuff.
Yeah, I think that's definitely something that would be nice to pick up in the future.
Yeah, that's for me. PK, got any choices of your own?
Yeah, well, for ones that I think have maybe overperformed. I kind of have two.
Overperformed, done too well.
Well,
Better than you would expect.
Yes.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to go in depth about this one because I don't always want to just choose things from my fellow hosts' teams. But Avalog is a little mention. That it has performed
Coffee
Tier
table.
5,
most
tier 5 that
admirably.
could. Oh.
The tier
Yes.
5 that could, it's been really good for a tier 5 pick, man.
Yeah, but the one I actually want to point out, I've cut you off there for a sec. But the one I actually want to point out is the game that Zatu went massive.
Oh, Crispy Zatu.
But yeah,
Econ Totem.
Yes.
Or, is that-
Incantotem.
yeah.
Yeah, the Zatu, like the magic bounce, and like, again, it's a tier 5 mon that I've seen him use, and I'm just like, damn, that did work.
Yeah,
Guess
I
what
mean,
move it has? Future Sight.
we saw it. We saw it.
I saw that
that's why
coming
we,
a mile off.
That's why we called it this.
Pretty much.
Cool. Yeah, it's been super good. Or it's had its moments, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's great. I think Magic Bounce. We saw all 3 Magic Bounces being drafted this season because it is such a nice ability to have.
There's only 3. Oh, no Sableye.
believe
No Mega Sableye.
No.
Oh,
Mega Sableye,
Mega Sableye. Okay,
Mega Sableye.
forgot Mega Sableye.
Yeah.
4.
Which I'm surprised
Yeah.
about because it's Beastmon.
I forget that I actually have one of them.
Yeah, you do.
No, you mentioned it. I was like, wait,
Mega
who's the
Diancie.
third one? I'm like, oh yeah, it's mine.
Mega Diancie. Which is
Oh,
why
Oh no, we
it's
forgot
really good.
Absol as well. Doesn't Absol get Magic Bounce?
Ooh, yeah, Mega Absol.
Is it Mega?
Oh
Yes.
God, we're forgetting this.
Oh my god.
I think
Porsche.
Retract the
There's at
previous
least
statement.
27 Magic Bounces. I
Yeah.
think.
Oh
Maybe
yeah,
edit
we
it
just, we
out.
just haven't found them all yet.
Yeah, you haven't found them all.
Gotta
They're all super
find
hidden
them all.
abilities.
You gotta find them in Let's Go Pikachu versus Eevee. Well,
Yes.
Yeah.
the unreleased Megas.
All the new Megas will all have Magic Bounces. Everyone be sick of it.
Ah,
Mega Eevee.
Mega
Like-
Mr. Mime Magic Bounce. Oh yeah.
I mean, I can see that.
Oh
I can
yeah.
see
yeah.
that.
Probably a Magic Guard instead though.
Yeah, maybe. Or its own unique one that would be nice.
Just got Molest as its ability. Does terrible things.
Oh, terrible things to
It's
everybody.
like Molesto, your dust
Molesto.
drops.
Yes.
That's a callback right there.
So would you
Anything
draft
else?
Incantotem?
I would consider drafting a Zatu.
Yeah.
I see. It's hard to find ones that I think have underperformed, mainly because a lot of the ones I'm thinking of just kind of haven't been brought. So it's sort of like underperforming by the fact that they haven't been able to be used.
Right.
But I think the one that personally I feel is most underperformed, but not because of the mon, it's because of me, is my Mega Diancie. Now I've mentioned.
Hey.
Probably if you click light screen, which
I've
click
used
fucking
it
crap.
Light
very,
screen, sandstorm.
very poorly.
The most
I'm not
specially
gonna lie.
defensive Mega Diancie you've ever seen.
I'm going outside the box, but
I mean, you could just bring
That's
regular Diancie and have
like Babiri Berry.
Sandstorm. Yeah, like Sandstorm. Just have it as a support.
Yeah.
How's that piss going, PK? Oh wait, the wind's picking up.
It's all over
Oh,
my
no.
face. My God. But another one I'd also mention, because it was one of my favourite mons last season, is the Toxicroak being used by Marianne. I have good memories of Sam's Toxibloke, and I just don't feel it's performed on her team as well as I would
I'm
expect
not
it
sure
to.
we've seen it as often.
Yeah, so it's like on Sam's team, it was kind of like it was a linchpin. It was like the thing that held his team together.
And
Whereas
had an
Marion has
amazing name.
relied more on the Heliolisk and
Gringo
things like that. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, by all means, this is not all of our overperformers and all of our underperformers.
No.
This is a feature that will probably return.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just wanted to mention a few to keep
Yeah.
your eyes on
We
for
may
the
even-
next season.
May even do some ones that weren't picked that we were like, how?
Yeah. Yeah. I
Mainly,
would be.
There's one I'm
interested to have a
thinking
look
of that I'm like, oh, that didn't get picked, but I kind of want it.
at. Yeah.
But that's a
there's-
secret.
There's some juicy stuff
Yeah.
left in the pools, like the Mega Sableye I mentioned.
Yeah.
Okay. Right, so shall we move on to our next turn in the road down to the name rater?
Yes, indeed. We are in Lavender Town. Let's pop on down.
Cool. So we
dun,
haven't actually
dun,
said
dun.
who we are discussing today. We've not actually got that many left. We've got the two that we're talking about tonight, and then we also have the Out of Your League boys, and Stu hasn't made any names yet, so
I don't know if he's going to.
Shame here.
Yeah, and then
That's
we've got,
our wall of shame.
a couple more people. But who are we talking about tonight?
We are talking about the Hanwell Haunters with
The Hammer Haunters of
Marianne Smith.
Yep.
And we also have Chris Munden's Chippenham Town Charmeleons.
Yes. Yes. Those are our two teams for tonight. We do also have Tom Good Says waiting in the wings, which we'll probably do next episode. And I'm looking at you, Ed, for the next one as well. So
Ed,
if you're watching, get your
Ed,
names ready.
Ray, Dom, and Stu, who hasn't named him, I think, and that's is that.
Yeah.
That is everyone.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah.
Okay.
Well then.
Right. So we start off with Marian.
Yeah. I have these somewhere. Wait,
Hot off the presses.
off the press. See, I find it quite interesting how people have been sending them to us. Like, some people have given big, long explanations. Some people have written in one long, continuous prose.
Tom Good Says sent some cryptic.
Like,
Yeah,
find these
yeah.
choose your own
Yeah.
adventure puzzle for the
Yeah.
nickname.
So I sent some YouTube links and said, "You work it out." So we've got, oh, okay, right.
And then John Hancock's just sent me a bunch of porn. So.
A fully annotated Word document full of porn.
Oh yes, yeah. No, there was links in the Word document to
Yeah,
it.
we hyperlinked that bad boy. We were.
Just
In
to make
IT
sure you
class
had
doing
no.
Oh man, that was fun times. So yeah,
Marianne has gone for a sort of simplistic approach to her explanations for these names.
Are they in order?
They are in order, I believe.
Oh, thank
Wow.
God.
Okay. Good. More
This makes me
points.
happy.
More points.
Yeah,
for that.
she gets
yeah.
points for that. Oh no, one of them's not out of order. I misspoke.
No! Editing. Okay.
Actually, it's now 3. Oh my god, I've completely.
They're not.
Oh.
But it
Oh,
starts off in order.
Oh, we're gonna
and
have to
then
take back those
Starts off in order. Let's go.
starts off in order for most of it. We have the Swampert, the Mega Swampert.
Mega Swampert.
This is her swamp ape. Explanation: it looks like an ape and it lives in a swamp. It's
Short
a
and sweet,
swampert,
to the
It's
point.
a swamp ape. Yeah,
Can't knock it for
That's
that.
what it says on the tin.
Yeah.
yeah.
Ron
You'll
Seal
find-
starring Swampert.
I mean,
This one,
Should have called it Ron Seal.
next season, whoever's got a swampert.
Ron
call it
Swampert.
Ron's
Ron Swampert or just Ron.
Ron
Just call him Ron for short.
Ron.
Rompert.
Ron. Rompert.
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 Next up, we have the Dragonite, which she is named Moominite.
Ah,
Ah, Moominite.
Yes.
Yeah.
great. Great.
And
That
I
is,
quote,
very good though.
its face proper looks like a moomin, right? And
Yeah.
I hasten to agree.
I agree with the name and the introduction. But what did Sam Warner call his? Was it Peter? Peter?
Pete's dragon.
Peter's, yeah, and
Pete-
I called mine Downs Charizard.
Because you're that kind of person.
Yes, yes,
Proper,
yeah.
like, a retarded Charizard.
It
God.
just reminds me of the video with Charizard and Dragonite dancing to like that Eminem song. Or whatever it is.
That one-hit wonder that he had.
Yeah.
Link in the description.
Link in the
Link
GBT.
Yeah. Moonlight good.
God,
Yep.
I want a Mega Dragonite. I think they could just slim it out, make it more like a Dragonair.
It just
Sounds
gets
a bit
the
bulge.
post box thing from the movie.
It just becomes the size of a lighthouse.
It
That's all you
becomes
need.
Postman's hat.
Oh, yes. I'd be so down for that.
I don't think I would. Anyway, next up, we have the Ferrothorn, which is Dr. J. Dizzle.
Dr. J. Dizzle.
A nice little Scrubs reference.
Was it a Scrubs thing?
Oh.
She didn't, so what she said, she didn't know what on earth the Ferrothorn was. So she looked on Bulbapedia, and it's apparently meant to be a durian fruit. Or durian
Oh, a
fruit?
durian, yeah.
fruit?
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
a nice spiky
I was
fruit.
not aware of that.
A hearty
Yeah,
durian.
media. And at the time, she was watching a lot of Scrubs, and Dorian. Kind of sounds like Durian. So she
Oh, I
named it after
see.
JD.
I see.
Dr. J Dizzle.
Ah.
Yes.
You know, durians are banned in public transport and in hotels in most countries in Asia
Why?
because they smell like rotting garbage. Genuinely.
Wow.
They are a delicacy and apparently they taste really nice, but they smell like rotting garbage, so you
They
are not
have to-
allowed them in public places all the time.
Oh, that's actually really nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Next.
I feel like that's. I feel like that's really harsh on Ferrothorn because I like how it looks. I don't want it to smell really bad.
I thought it was like some sort of Dr. Dre thing, Beats by Dre.
I thought
kind of
it was something to do with that combined with drizzle because of rain. So I was like,
Yeah,
it's like, yeah.
Yeah, because he's got the rain team and also like the vines on the TGC art looks kind of like headphones. So.
The fact that it's a Scrubs reference makes it all better, though. So.
Yeah.
'Cause I love me some Scrubs.
A good ass show that was. Next up is something that has been mentioned before, and it is Nigel the Pelipper, named after Finding Nemo, obviously.
Ah, okay.
Not Nigel Thornberry.
Not Nigel
Yeah, I was like
Thornberry.
Nigel Thornberry. Even then, I was like, oh,
Yeah.
this is Nigel Thornberry. And then you went, oh, Finding Nemo, and I was like, what? Oh,
This
yeah,
has
I
worked
guess
so
I
well
just
because
found
of like the whole Marianne kind of thing.
Smash.
Oh, I just-
Smashing.
Yeah, it's because it's got a massive schnoz in its huge beak. It's like Nigel Thornberry.
Ah,
Yeah, I mean, either works fine. Did she say what it was like? If it was Finding Nemo or not?
yeah, she literally just said
Yeah, she said-
Finding
yeah.
Nemo. Hi.
Finding Nemo.
Someone already
Finding
guessed
Nemo.
that in a previous bid.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm down with that sickness.
Next up, we have the Toga Kiss, which is named Sloppy. Because
We're gonna need some explanation there.
there isn't a lot, it's only 5 words. So when she saw Toga Kiss, she said, I just thought Sloppy Kiss instead of Toga Kiss.
Oh,
So-
I see.
Sloppy kiss.
Sloppy Kiss
I-
says
I-
Sloppy.
I thought she meant that when she saw it, she was like, sloppy kiss to that. I was like, whoa, what are we finding out about Marianne?
All that Toga kiss stuff. All
Wordplay
34.
makes more sense.
Yeah.
Makes more sense.
Yeah.
That
Alright,
does make more sense.
I don't like it. Just put that out there. It's
What, a sloppy kiss?
What?
You don't like a
You don't
sloppy
like a
kiss?
sloppy kiss? Wow.
I
Well,
don't like
come
the
here,
I don't
Peter.
oh.
Not a fan of a little sloppy
Ooh,
kiss.
I'm learning to love it.
It's got to be dry and
Try
brittle.
and coarse.
I don't know.
Wrap them in
Sand.
talc just to make sure.
I hate sand.
Gets everywhere. No more Star Wars. Next up, we have Toxicroak, which is named Monotit.
I like it. I like it.
She said it was either Monotit or Ball-Chinian, which, if I remember correctly, which is a Men in Black reference. If I remember correctly.
Yes, I think so.
And
I
so
think-
obviously
like
due to
that.
the red sort of like, what is it, like a pustule under its chin?
Yeah, I think it's frogs. They like puff out their
Yeah. Whatever
Yeah.
that is, frog anatomy.
frog anatomy.
Who needs it?
Fronanime. Hi.
Anyway,
It could have gone with a American Dad reference and gone with Super Boob, as, along the same lines of Monotit.
yeah.
I like it. I like it.
Super.
A Super
And-
Boob.
Booba, booba. Yeah, so she was like, there's a toss up over if it's a chin or a tit, and she just went with tit.
You went with the tit.
She went with
Fair
it.
Toss up between bullets.
enough.
What do we have next? We have the Rotom Mo,
Oh,
which is called Grassmaster.
the grass. Oh, is it anything to do with Landmaster from Star
It is
Fox?
not,
Ah,
unfortunately.
it's just how you said it. It was like
I know. Well,
Grassmaster.
I have to say it like that because obviously we would say Grassmaster, but that's pretty sure that's not how she's meaning to sound. Because she says this one is just a play on words with Assmaster, brackets an ass manager, and a Mo manages grass, therefore Grassmaster.
That's what the M stands for in Rotom Mo. It's actually Rotom Manager.
Rotom manager.
Rotom manager.
Which I've been hearing is actually coming up in popularity over
Rotom
stuff like
Manager.
Wash.
It
Yeah,
has been
Rotom
on
Manager.
a list for me, and I've seen it in other like YouTube draft leagues do some work. Like, not
Oh, I
going
mean,
to
we
be
see
stellar.
Rotom Heat doing well as well. So
Yeah.
Not when
Just
X
need to go on
goes around.
Fridge to do something at all.
Have all of them been drafted? Like not just this season, but in previous seasons.
I did Fridge, John, and
Regular
Crispy.
Motom, I think, was drafted, wasn't it?
no,
Yeah,
we've not had a regular Rotom, an unchanged.
Oh yeah.
Rotom, right?
Do we not have one this season?
No, I don't think so.
No, I've only had Wash and Oven and Mo this season. We had Fan
We had Fan last
And
season because it was
Oven
used
and
against
Wash.
me.
last
And
season.
you had Freezer, didn't you?
I had Freezer in season 1.
Freezer.
Oh.
Freezer!
Yeah, I actually called it Freezer as well. Is it Sub-Zero Slammered Alola Marowak?
Relevant to our name rating section.
You can't catch a Freezer, JP. He'll just destroy the world.
Well, is your fridge running?
Anyway.
A classic joke.
That's a classic comic laugh right there.
It's,
I thought you
it's
were-
a prank call.
Yeah.
Well, you're just having some sort of fit in the background.
No, I was doing a I did go a bit monkey-like, a bit which maybe it threw things off.
Okay.
Alright,
What we got next?
We have to move on. We have the Hitmonchan, which is called I Am Groot.
Oh, I love it.
Look at the picture.
His head
I am
is a
Groot.
Groot head. I've
So
never
she-
even thought about it.
Do you think Group riffed off Hitmonchan or they're related and that's Hitmonchan's illegitimate love child?
They have the same head.
Yeah, they
Can't
do.
unsee it. I can't unsee it.
Yes. Alright, what do we have next? We have the Dusclops, which is called Tom Selleck.
The mustache.
I don't get
Yes. She's used Dusclops once this season, and she's forgot to name it on that match, but she said he is named after Tom Selleck and his iconic moustache.
Yes, indeed.
it. Okay.
So,
Tom
yeah.
Selleck was a famous actor with a nice moustache, JP, if you were
Okay.
unaware who he was.
I
He
was
was
unaware.
Magnum PI,
You can flash up a big image of Tom Selleck
and
right
he
now.
was also
Okay.
Monica's older man boyfriend in Friends.
Oh yes, he was.
It was.
Been in other things as well. But
Yeah, well, that and Magnum PI.
that's what he's known for.
That's what he's named. Well, he's mainly known for his moustache. Hence the
Yeah.
name.
This Gringo Bandito that's left. That's what we want to know about.
There is one more other than Gringo Bandito, but we will get to Gringo
Oh,
Bandito.
the
believe
Gringo
me.
Bandito. Okay.
The Flareon we have is called Hot Toddy because it's a box, it looks gorgeous, and it breathes heat. Okay, bye.
Yeah.
It is a cute Pokemon, just not very good.
Look out! He's got
Especially
heat
that picture
breath.
of it.
That heat breath. It's
That
just,
art of it is so cute.
I know, it's a very cute Pokemon.
Yeah.
Pretty dumpy looking. Like me.
I was very pleased when Ray revealed that as the art. I was like, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, and then
Now we
Are
have-
we there? Are we there, Joe?
We have
Is it
what
time?
we're
Is it
looking
time?
to. It is the final reveal. It is the Heliolisk. Is Gringo Bandito.
Gringo
Yeah,
Bandito! Da-da-da-da-da-da.
Marianne says that this is her favourite mon and her favourite nickname, and I think
So
we would all
good.
agree that it's ours. Spoiler alert,
Yeah.
it is ours as well. She wanted to name it because it looks like something superhero-y, because it looks like it's wearing a mask, and or a bandit. But she's like, she thought if she was going to call it bandit, it'd be kind of lame. So she then thought bandito, because Spanish things are cool, you know, and maybe sort of a Zorro
And
vibe.
intimidating.
And then you suck up these torch.
Wanting to be afraid of Hilo.
But then she also remembered that Dexter Holland, which is the front man of The Offspring, has a hot sauce or a pepper sauce called Gringo Bandito.
Ah.
So it all comes raveled in a nice hot package. We have Gringo Bandito
a hot
and
toddy package.
a hot toddy, and that is my pick for
Hey.
my favourite of her names.
Straight to Gringo Bandito.
Straight to Gringo Bandito. 3 marks from us, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah.
She's got some good ones. I like
Yeah,
Moonlight. Shout
He
out
has
to
some-
Moonlight.
He has ones I don't like. I mean, like
Shout outs to
Mono
Iron
Tit.
Group for one chat.
Because going from Toxabloke to Mono Tit is just a travesty.
Mono Tit's funny.
It's funny. It's a different angle of funny.
I like Mono Tit, I like Moominite, I like Gringo Bandito, I like Tom Selleck, and I like I Am Groot. Like that.
Nigel's pretty good. Like,
Nigel. I'm a fan of Nigel. I like Hot Toddy because of that flaring up picture. But yeah, it's got to be Gringo
it doesn't
Bandito
matter
for me.
what- Dr. J Dizzle was pretty cool as well. I like it.
Yeah.
But yeah, but
All
it's
in all,
North
a
and
good
Mid-Dog.
bunch of names.
hot sauce all round. Like,
Hot sauce all around.
But the next meetup, we'll have to order some Gringo Bandito hot sauce.
yes.
We'll have to be like, wow, this stuff's really hot. We should have done that.
And listen to nothing but Offspring
Yeah.
and Pokemon music.
That's
I can
exactly
do
how it goes. Oh,
Yeah.
this thing's really hot.
I'd be okay with that.
Right, are
Well-
we ready for our next name rater?
I believe so.
Right, okay. So, the next one is going to be Chris Munden of the Chippendale Town Champions.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've only had a quick skim through of the message he sent me because I wanted to try and, I don't know, have some sort of live reveal for myself as well. I think he's done them in order. So
Well,
let's-
I know the ones that he's picked because due to admin error earlier, I went through and looked at all of them, all his matches.
I said to Joe Roberts Piane earlier, I was like, yeah, can you just look up Tom Goodsair's names for me? Just because he sent some other stuff.
And a cryptic
with the names,
message.
yeah. Cryptic message. So if you could just find the names, that'd be great, and then we could do them today. And then
No, I was
Joe's
like, Chris Munden's names. Yep, yes, sir. I'll get
yes,
right on it."
yep, PK, if you could get on that mate for you.
Yeah.
It's like,
I
done it.
delegated incorrectly.
And then went off for a shower.
You a manager at your job, Joe.
I'm an ass master.
An ass master. You are the ass master. Name number 1. We have the Mega Scissor, which he has called X Scissor or Cross Scissor. You probably worked this one out already. In brackets, exclamation mark. Named after the bug move, Cross Scissor.
Fair enough. It's a
Simple
bug mob.
and sweet.
It learns to cross scissor.
You
Yeah.
got Ron
Scissors
Scissor.
are metal.
Ron Scissor.
Scissors are made of steel. It's fine.
Ron Seal. Call back, Joe. Call back to Marian. Swampert.
Yeah, but I was like,
We love
Why
a
is
good
it-
callback.
We do love a good callback. Joe doesn't apparently.
well, it was because we never said, oh, it does what it says on the tin. If you had said,
It's a
"Does
steel
what it says on the
type.
tin,"
Come
I'd
on.
be like, "Oh, yeah."
Steel, as in scissors, as in scissor. My God.
Yeah. Anyway, next up is the Victor. I mean,
The Victory
Victini, yeah, which he has called Churchill. Winston Churchill. Victory
Okay.
sign. I realise it's not extremely original, but I think he's now proven himself, and I was hoping for Ray to bring out the Winston Churchill voice in Outer League. ... Maybe after this week's performance? Question mark! Exclamation mark!
I like
Yeah,
it.
it's
Love a
good.
bit of Churchill.
We do.
It works.
We had
Yeah.
a bit of Joe, Winston Churchill. We're all fighting on nature.
Do I do it now? Oh, God, on the spot. Hang on.
Yeah.
We're all fighting on the beach.
No, it wasn't as good as the first one. What about the
if I
the
listen
shiny
to it, I'll be
Bidoof,
able to
shiny
do it.
barrel? That was pretty good.
What would that sound like?
Can you
What?
remember that? Oh, you don't watch the episodes. You can't even remember our own memes.
Shiny Bidoof, shiny.
It's like, I'll
don't
give
even
you
remember
one
this,
shiny
what?
Bidoof today for a shiny Bibberel tomorrow. that wasn't a Winston Churchill impression, by the way. That was just like
I watched the
voice.
episodes, but I don't remember that.
No, I don't remember that. I remember most of the chat shit about hashtag
Yeah.
hungry, but I
Hashtag hungry.
you have to realise I watch each episode about 10 times, about 7 times while editing it, and then 3 times after I've made it.
Just to critique it.
Critique
like, oh, we
it and
should have
learn.
done that better. Yeah.
Yeah.
Me and you like doing that.
We listen to it on the car. We're cool. Leave us alone.
Or just very, very narcissistic that we only listen to our own product.
Yeah, I listen to Out of Your League as well.
Yeah, that's
More Out of Your League, please. Anyway, next up we have. This is in the right order. Ooh, it's not in the right order. We got Holucha.
Ooh,
Which is
okay.
called Bonnie. In what was season 0, I think. So Rain Dom made a
Before
video
my time.
before PK's time. Rain Dom made a video with a skit showing Dom wrecking house with a Holucha.
Oh, yes.
This was against me. It was like, I need a hero. Before high jump kick missed and sent it crashing down. All this whilst playing Holding Out for a Hero by Bonnie Tyler.
Nice.
Hence Bonnie. Yeah. Nice callback to Out of Your League. I appreciate that. This is why I don't like Core Lucha though, because it just smashed me in.
Smashed your back doors in and then missed the high jump kick, so you got both of your things there. It's like, I'm never using that mon, and I'm never using high jump kick either.
Yeah, just
Except
spoiled it for me intensely.
Fortunately, another unburdened mon was your undoing this season as well. Why is that thing so fast?
Oh, he's got defense boost. He's tanky, fast, and killing me. What do I do? Next is the Seismitoad.
Oh,
This is
really
good.
out of order. My word.
Yeah. Which is called Simon. I don't know why I said it like that. It's called Simon. He looks like a Simon. Next. Tabu Fini.
Oh, here we go.
Oh, I love this one.
400 memes per
Clam.
second. Steam clam.
Just had to get a Simpsons reference in. As a clam which uses Scold, it fits.
It really does.
Steam clams.
Clap.
Hope you're ready for mouth-watering Zorok burgers.
Steam
They're
burger.
called Krusty Burger.
Krusty Burger, the Zoroark.
Also, whenever you go to hit the Tapu Fini, you think it's steamed clams. The illusion is broken and it turns into crusty burger.
I think that happened in the
My
game.
God.
It did happen again because I saw it earlier.
Oh, it's so good. That is
so
genius. That is absolute genius.
That's brilliant.
Well played, Chris. Yeah. Fan
Wait, is
that.
the Zoroark actually called Krusty Burger?
It is.
Yeah, Zorok is called
Oh
Krusty
my-
Burger.
It was
yeah!
named,
I
named
thought it
in a
was
game
more
earlier.
like about a dream world scenario.
Oh,
No,
Oh,
no.
It's real life.
Chris is
Sorry, I kind
already
of
there.
segued
He's
into
made
it so
my dreams
smoothly you
come
didn't
true.
realise.
Exactly. He's light years ahead of us.
Yeah.
But that measures distance, not time.
So yeah, Zorro Krusty Burger tanking the same Simpsons reference, only works when used with combination with Tapu Fini. But what if I were to purchase fast food and disguise it in my own cooking? I'll let you guys work this one out if you haven't already. Annoyingly, the Zoroark doesn't ever live long enough for this to get the recognition it should. Well, we've given it some goddamn
Yes.
recognition now.
We
Just
had a
realised.
hearty
We've just
thought of.
realised.
We have
Oh.
just cottoned on.
Wait, what was the Miltank actually called?
Ah,
We've
Miltank.
not got to that yet.
This one just can't have a nickname after the first meetup quiz. Oh wait, that's all. Oh, right. Sorry, I've read that weirdly. Miltank is called Miltank because it just can't have a nickname.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. It's Chris's Miltank, and it didn't have a nickname
yeah.
in the quiz as well.
You're right.
Wasn't it called Kill Tank? Or has everyone just called it the Kill Tank?
We called it Kill Tank, yeah.
Ah, okay, but it is just the Miltank.
Which then brings us on to our next Miltank theme thing, Dragalgi, which is called Not Miltank. An homage to Ed's former Dragalgi. There you go.
Dragalgi.
Which was called Not Magneton. Sorry, there was more, but there was a comma and then a big gap, so I was kind of, and then it's called, Not Magneton.
It'd be so much easier if I knew how to read.
Yeah, God. Apologies. What was he said after that? As he replaced Miltank for Dragalgi in the one match that he brought him. So yeah, I think because I think he's only bought the Dragalgi once, which is crazy because it's really freaking good.
Yeah.
Like if I
You
dropped
love
it, it would
it.
be every game. Dude, he's so good for a tier 3.
I like it
Adaptability, choice specs, Draco
Toxic
meters
spikes.
kill everything.
as well.
Kills
A bit
everything.
slower than the fucking.
Yeah, but it's bulky enough to live a hit, and then it kills anything.
I could choice scarf my left nut and it'd be faster than Dragalbi, mate.
You don't have an Aaron on your team. A little rained-on gaming reference there. Who we got
Something I don't
next?
get.
Electrode. He added Electrode in last minute when he realised it could be useful against Tom. Completely forgot about a nickname, though he might shamelessly use the name Colgate Advert from Way of Next time.
Yeah.
It's got to be shiny if you do that, though. It's got to be the disgusting blue and white colour. I really don't like that.
I
Oh, it just grosses me. It's like,
Does it just feel wrong to you?
it just feels wrong. Yeah.
just the giant nut.
Associating it with toothpaste is like, no.
No, but it's got those pearly whites. Like, it's
Oh,
got grin.
no.
The big grin, man.
Oh, I don't like it. It feels real bad. We've got Cradily. Not sure what order we're in at the moment. I think we're down all over the shop. This one has only come once. And...
It was against me.
Oh, was it against you, PK?
Yeah, he won it and it instantly died.
Yeah, he didn't nickname it, and he doesn't think he will. Cradily it is.
Cradily.
Yeah, it's a bit difficult to name a Cradily. It's kind
Well,
of,
you could
you
name
just
it
call
Multiple
some-
dickhead.
Yeah,
some
you just
Ned
call it dickhead,
Flanders
right?
reference because
it's
it's
got
a dilly.
lots of dicks.
Dilly,
Right.
yeah.
Dildo.
But you just call it dickhead, right?
Hi, dilly ho.
You
Neighbour.
just call
Reno?
it dickhead.
Cradildo.
Cradily. It's got to be some sort of phallic reference.
Baddragon.com.
It's not a dragon. What are you doing?
That's what he'd be called if John drafted it.
Ah, yeah, that's
Oh,
true.
John, and then he'd be. Bad
Love a good
Dragon.
callback.
Don't draft it, guys. I don't want to see John with a Cradily.
And those suction cups. Oof.
Oh. Eesh. Oh my god, it all makes sense. It is a dildo. It's just a dildo. The entire mon is a dildo.
But it's also a fossil. What?
So next
It's because
is...
it's rock
There we go.
hard.
I set him up, you knock him down.
Bibarel.
The dildo.
Bibarel, yeah.
Next is Bibarel. So he's put HM 012345
Oh, I like it.
because that's Bibarel's main purpose. Only mon which hasn't hit the field yet would only ever bring it for simple swords dance style points, which you can't afford to do. I mean, that sounds like some classic misdirection if I've ever seen it. I know a Bibarel set when I see one, and you need to get some. Was it simple? Or was it Moody?
Yeah, it's got
Was it
three
simple?
No,
really
Moody's
good
banned.
abilities.
Oh, Moody's
banned.
banned.
Yeah,
Simple?
it's got
Simple,
Moody,
no.
simple, and unaware.
See, you go simple, you sword stance, like Chris says, so you get double the boost, so you get way more attack, and then it gets access to 2 different types of stab priority, so you don't even have to worry about speed.
In Aquajet and Quick
Attack,
Oh yeah, it's
yes.
normal water, yeah.
Yeah, so it's you can see, like, it does what it does.
Okay, well that should be everything. Do we have any favourites? There's a couple of pretty good ones in there.
Steamed clams.
The
Clan,
legendary
like, the whole
tie-in
Steam
between
Clan,
Steam
yeah.
Clans
Yeah.
and Krusty Burger.
Steam's a good clam.
He does Steam a
That
good
boy. Who else? I like Churchill.
Yeah. I like Simon. Simon the Size Potato is good.
Yeah.
The Bibarel is good as well, the HM one.
Yeah,
Before,
Bibarel is good.
as a HM slave. Oh, great work. Yeah.
Might fine work.
I think steamed clams is my favourite.
Yeah. It's just perfect.
Yeah, it's very good.
Yeah. Bring back Tom
Very
Seal.
good.
Hooray!
Bring back Tom Seal. Cool. Is that everything for the name rater then? I think it is.
believe so for
I
this
think it
round.
is. Right.
Yeah.
Last on the agenda. Predictions, boys. We're heading to Sapphire Cup. Let's go. Hey, Edition JB here. So we recorded this before all the matches have been played, but while editing, almost all the matches have been played. I think there's only one more match to be played while I'm editing this. So, yeah, I'd have to take the prediction bit with a pinch of salt. Obviously, this is all done before they happened. We do get to see how accurate my predictions are. Enjoy.
I don't care about Sapphire.
Oh, you should care about Sapphire Cup because we have the first game is the hypest, in my opinion, in the whole round of Ed versus the guy we just talked about, Chris Munden.
That's gonna be a big one.
That is a spicy game.
That's a Carlos spicy wiener if I've ever heard one.
I mean, originally we kind of said like the winner of this game is who we would predict to go through into the final and potentially win Sapphire Cup.
Well, the winner of this game has to go into the final. That's how the bracket works.
Yeah, but obviously, like
But for winning
Tom could have gone through, Marian could have gone through. So if they didn't go through, then this match wouldn't have happened. But this match is happening, so it's happening.
Yeah, I think it's gonna be a big one.
It's
gonna be a big one.
That is gonna be a big
Who do
one.
we think?
Oof, I mean,
Are we still going with our predictions from last time?
yeah, I think ST. If unless Chris Luck makes an intervention here, I think the Chip and Down Champions might have this.
Yeah. PK, you sticking with your bet on Chris Munden?
I am indeed.
I am.
Yeah, I'm just betting on the luck's gonna come back his way. So
Now, the funny thing is about Chris and Ed, in previous leagues, maybe not season 2, but I know in season 1, they were in blue group with me. So these guys have had a lot of experience fighting each other. I'd put them kind of on the same level as players. I think they're both like sort of outstanding players. They're both drafted really interesting teams.
Outstanding.
But I've got to give it to the heel this one. I think Ed's gonna have some shenanigans ready that even with good Chris Luck, he might need a bit more than just good Chris Luck.
Shenanigans or Dominatons?
Yeah. I think Ed's gonna
Ben
give
mode.
a real good battle, but. I mean, my predictions have been asked, so what do I know? Moving on to our second game, the next
Crispy.
semi-final.
Versus Sam.
Crispy of the Kingswood Caboodles versus Sam of the Beaniston Balpatoes. I have to say it at least once every episode. This is kind of... This is a really interesting match to me.
Yeah, it's a match between prep and team quality. I think Sam's got a better team.
Yeah.
Chris works hard. Chris is a harder worker. But
Mm.
Sam is, now unemployed, so he has a lot of time on his hands. So...
I think Sam is going to
But he spent a lot of it not at home.
Yeah,
He's gallivanting off around the country.
Oh yeah, he's been up in Scotland and then like still up north somewhere else.
Could we go one episode without giving away someone's personal location?
and now Daddy's gonna be back down at his dad's house, which is at this
At 9 o'clock, he will be at this petrol station refueling. You know
At number
what to
9.
do. Take him out.
Can we go one episode without saying number 9?
No, we can't.
Just because he's going to be using pump number 9 when he's at that
Number
petrol
9.
station.
He's gonna be filling up with about number £9 worth of petrol.
£9 of petrol. That's not going to get you anywhere.
He's got a hybrid car actually. It's gonna get him all the way.
As someone who it costs £80+ to fill up every week, I do not.
Well, that's because you've got a hole in your petrol tank, Joe.
I fill up once a month because of my tiny commute, and it
Yeah.
costs me
Reveal.
30 quid.
I have a 3.5 litre Mercedes, and I do like 400 miles a week minimum.
I spend about 40 to 60 a month, depending on how many
A
times.
month.
Well, yeah, it depends on how many times to go down south.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah, who would you put your money on for this game? I
want-
reckon Sam's going to prep his butt off for this game.
I want Sam to win because he's
You
got
want Sam to win?
Incineroar.
But
Yeah.
do you think Sam's going to
I'm going crispy. I'm voting crispy.
win? Yeah.
Yep.
I'm not sure of whether I can be swayed one way or another on who's gonna win.
Well, we're asking you to sway. one
Yeah.
way.
Sway.
Alright,
Do it.
Sway.
I'm currently swaying on the fence here. It's
Sway.
quite painful.
Sway.
I'm going to go crispy.
You go crispy.
Yeah.
Nice.
Ooh.
Nice. Okay. Ooh.
Gonna say you win.
It's yeah. All the matches
Any reason?
Just so
Any
tough.
reason? What swayed you?
The fact
Oh,
that he's got a
saying
Zygarde. The fact that he's got Zygarde and Thunder.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's got some big
Sam
ones.
doesn't have a ground type. Oh well, it's Shuckle, I guess. But
But he's got his
Chuckle's not ground type.
horrible
oh,
psychic
it's rock
spam
water.
team.
Yeah, it's not rock water. You're right. You're right.
It's rock
Yeah.
bug.
Wait, was it?
Yeah, rock bug.
God, what the fuck? Actually, makes more sense. But clearly, that's a mon I've never used.
I think. I mean, I'm not just doing this to be the equalizer. I'm
You've
going
gone
with Sam.
for the heel against me and Joe, and now you're going for Sam.
I'm going for
gather?
Sam. I think that Sam is hungry for this win. I'm sure Crispy is also very hungry, but I've
He's ravenous.
just talking to him recently. Like he seems super into it. And I think that he's got a real good shot of getting through into Sapphire Finals,
Okay.
maybe even Emerald.
Ooh.
Yeah, my money's on Sam. We'll see how that goes.
Fair enough. Well, should we move on to the Ruby player?
On to Ruby.
The one that no one cares.
As long as you have enough rubies.
Uh,
Okay, so
we have.
good job, Joe, on being the sole remaining member of.
Good
All-Out
job winning
Pummeling.
that 9-1 matchup.
Damn you, JP. Damn you.
Sorry, man.
At least my match was close, JP. Come on, you just got scored.
It was 2-0 at the end, and if I'd outsped him, I would have won. It
Yeah.
was close.
I think after some goading last episode, I backed myself to win the whole thing.
Yeah.
I would like to step down from
No.
Oh,
I-
No.
really?
Frenching it up.
I don't.
Get your beret on and you get out. Right.
I
No,
said
Joe,
from the
this
start,
is where
my
you'd be
team-
like-
my team is B plus.
Your
My
team
team is
is
B plus,
no.
and it's gone to the point now where everybody that's left has a way to counter my boys pretty hard. And
Except for
I'm
Ray.
like, oh. So Ray has that Mudstail.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That you should have brought.
But you still want Ray to win. Well, I mean, you've beaten.
I've beaten Ray. I've beaten John.
Yeah, so you just
I've
have
not
to beat
played
Sam.
Yeah.
If you beat Sam, then you've got this right. I mean, the stats don't lie. 11 wins in the last.
It's don't.
so many games.
I mean, I could. I'm in contention, obviously, but
Yep.
I think it's gonna be.
Aye.
It's gonna be a
A
struggle.
harder task than it was last season.
I
a
don't-
harder
Is that what
task
you're
than if
saying?
you fought me in the semi-final.
I do. That's the thing.
Yeah, that game would be free.
Game one was
Gee.
just like, lol. What does Hitmonlee do? And then you lost. So I actually I didn't really play you. You just
No,
got confused and then lost.
no.
Whereas-
maybe we'll do a friendly later.
Yeah, so I was hoping that Sam Older would beat you because I was like, oh yeah, then I can play Sam and that'll probably be easier than JP. And then now I've actually looked at Sam Older's team. Now it's come to it and I've gone, oh shit, it's full of a bunch
What,
of
his
ground
C
types
plus
that ruin
team?
me.
That
You
mammoth
worried
one.
about his C plus team with your at worst B plus team.
See, in general, yes, my team is higher ranked than his. However, his team is specifically good against my team.
Mm.
In
Just like
certain
you were against
ways.
Rob in the last.
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. So what did we rate Rob's team? Was it a B?
It was a B. It was just a B.
Yeah, a B, and I'm
Rather
a B
B.
plus. Yeah, that's not a 9-1 matchup. That should be
No,
fairly
you're an
even.
A.
However,
God
the
damn it.
matchup made it almost impossible for Rob to
Yeah.
win.
Mm.
Yeah, and obviously you're mainly scared about the ground types.
Ground
the
types,
Flygon and Mammoth Swine.
I think
Yeah.
you need to stop
Right.
being a little bitch. I think you got this.
I mean, I'm backing you to win, Joe, for the good of the show.
So you, yeah.
I mean, I
But
think
our
Sam's going to give you
reputation-
one hell of a game, but
Well,
I still
we
think you got
we
this.
can do it. We
Yeah.
can do this.
We can do this.
We
We'll pull the hive mind together.
will be
Either
like
that,
a
or I'm
wonderful
coming down to
Dodrio.
Salamence and I'm gonna ruin you.
Oh no!
Are you going? Are you gonna ruin me? I believe. I
Ooh.
back
No, the
myself.
extra drill.
Oh yeah, he's one mon.
Breaking the mold.
Breaking the mold. Breaking the mold.
Yeah. Saying that.
You got a good chance.
Yeah.
Well, you know.
I do.
Can we coerce you
Me
into
or
thinking
Sam
you're gonna
on
win again? I think you've got this.
I want you
Okay.
to have this, and I think you do.
Well, see, here's my little secret.
Your caveat.
I think I have this as well.
There we go.
There we go.
But the problem is, if I lose, there's so much on this, like our pride as a show.
If Sam wins this, we have to cancel our show next
yeah,
season.
like
Oh, we
There'll
just
be
have to
no
call
draft
it
Dallas ass.
Just
there'll
the
be no
Sam Ulmer
post-draft
Appreciation
Dallas.
Society.
this is a
Sam-
career-ending match right here.
Sam will have to join the show. He'll be the new host, the new
The new
presenter,
analyst, not analyst.
the new
Analyst.
editor. He could do the whole show.
Do the whole show.
We'll go on holiday.
It's the Sam doing 3 impressions of this.
Take a
They're
trip
really
down to
derpy
Silver
and like
Island.
mocking.
And all we have to do is just listen. We were forced to listen to the episode and cry. It could have been us.
We had
something special
going.
He just watches. He slowly gets YouTube famous.
Yeah. Makes it all public. It's brilliant.
He's living our dream.
God damn it.
And then he's just like the number 9, and everyone's like, "Oh wow, so funny." We're like, "No, what a
No,
catch." Oh,
He'll have a good at the
So-
end of every episode.
Ray versus John? What do we...
I don't know, man. I want to talk more about this. No, you're right. We should move on. Ray versus Sam. Ugh. This is such a tricky one to call, isn't
Versus
it?
John. Yeah.
I don't really... I haven't seen the prep. I haven't seen the head-to-heads. I'm not sure on this one. John's going full behind the curtain for this. He doesn't want any help. He doesn't want playtesting. He just wants to do it all on his solo. So
He has been prepping from as soon as me and Ray finished our match. Like literally the last turn in my match, he was like, "I'm prepping for Ray now."
Oh, he was prepping before that.
Oh, you motherfucker.
He's definitely out to prove something, isn't he? Like, I've been consistently surprised with how well he's doing. Like, I always do like, "Nah, John's not going to win this," and then he wins. And it's like, "Oh, John's not going to beat Dom." No, he beat Dom. But can John do what Sam always trying to do and take out the other show?
Oh, it's just
He's gonna throw the clean
This
sweep.
is Out Your League on one side, All-Out Pummeling on the other, and then we got the upstart Sam and John coming up to remove entertainment from the league.
But John
I
has
think
appeared on the
me
show.
and Ray have to win just for storyline purposes.
I think
for
you
us
do.
to be in the Ruby final together. That's I
I
think
think-
they got a throw.
Yeah, I think if Sam beats you though, I think Sam does need to make a guest appearance on the next show, just because
Well, we'll find
John's
a
been
way.
on the show once, so I think it would,
Yeah.
be fair, and he can
Yeah, we can have him on.
publicly gloat.
Yeah, he can publicly gloat as to how he destroyed me and dismantled me. I'll be like, "Yep. Yeah, I'll just mute my microphone and my headphone. I'll just
You
take
and me
my whole
both, we'll just be
headset
sitting.
off and just like, someone poke me when it's done.
And Pico would be like, "I don't know what you guys are on about." I think,
Yeah, I didn't say shit.
Ain't got no beef.
Yeah, exactly. Cool. We still haven't had our, best logo match yet.
Oh yeah, your logo off. Yeah. So who do you think?
We
out of
will
Ray
when
and-
he gets knocked down to Salamence Cup.
Yeah. Ooh. God, just going back to that match for a little slide there.
Gotta get my little digs in where I can.
We try to move on. We keep getting pulled back in.
Now, a question I have is, once we get to the final of Ruby and Sapphire, does the loser of the final go to Salamence as well?
Doesn't look like it from the thing. I think it's
Okay.
just the
Not
semi-finalists,
sure.
and then the loser of the final just play their third place match-off.
Oh, okay, that's what's.
Yeah, so you play Emerald for the overall winner, and then Ruby and Sapphire for third place of the I guess of the whole thing.
Okay.
Yeah, because the loser of the final in each respective things would still only have one game anyway, wouldn't they? So
Yeah, and then the loser of the Emerald Cup fights the Salamence Cup champion. Yeah,
for the You think
make
do
it
they?
make it happen. It's not.
I
gonna
know.
happen. I want it to happen. The loser of
you have
Emerald,
the-
I think, should fight Salaman's Cup winner.
I think that's too
Why?
many games, and we should move on to next season.
Because then it means
Fun.
that someone's earned their way to get the Salamence Cup, and then you go,
Yeah.
play this guy who's come second overall, and then you go, all right.
Second overall versus gone into Salaman's Cup and beaten everyone.
I just feel it's too
I
much
think
to
there'd be
lose
one
for
game
both
too
sides.
many.
Yeah, it's either someone who's just won either the Silver or the Ruby Cup, and then has lost out on the Emerald Cup, and they're now having to play the Salamence Cup person. They're like, oh, well, I lost the Salamence Cup person, so my points were worthless. And if the Salamence Cup loses again, then they'll be like, oh, well, my Salamence Cup is still worth. Like, I think it devalues both cups. I think
people
it's not
should just hold the L's.
Well, if you get there, you can organise the match.
Hells
However, you have to win the Salamence Cup.
yeah. Hells yeah.
I mean, you do have a Salamence, but
Hells yeah.
Well, and speaking of the Salamence Cup,
Well, we didn't say who was going to win out of Ray and John.
yeah. Before we do that, I think Ray's gonna win. I'm putting my hat in the ring for Ray.
I want to be surprised yet again, so I'm going for Ray for president.
They're
2012,
both S tier.
2018.
They're
Yeah.
both big boys.
It could go
I
either way.
think I'm gonna back John.
You got back John, because
Yeah.
the other show backed him to win the whole thing.
Yeah,
Like, we're
so-
just picking Ray. Right.
I mean, Ray said that John's going to win, so yeah, he's got. A
So
bit
Ray
of-
has to lose. He has to throw the game.
He has to lose.
Collusion.
To be right.
Collusion in the
Oh my
ranks.
God.
This is a farce.
He's got money riding on it. He's match fixing.
Draft league betting.
Just like
He's
Slade
He's
Stu's
gone
got
to
the
the Gold
odds.
Ducks,
Stu's
yeah.
got the odds. Yeah.
Okay.
Salaman's Cup,
Yeah,
Yep.
the cup that actually
Salamence
matters.
Cup.
but not least. In fact,
The cup
probably
actually matters.
probably the
You're
best
in
cup. Right now,
Yes.
I imagine.
Yeah, I mean,
we got some fun games coming up here.
Oh yeah. I mean, that's what the Salamence Cup is all about, right? Fun game.
yeah.
I'd just like to
Let's
point
bring
out
your
my
wacky sets.
my
Let's go.
top seeding situation. Well, actually, no, that's not how the Salams go. But it makes me feel like I'm top seed because I'm the top left.
Yeah, okay, you do that.
So yeah, Toddington Torricats versus the Halmore Horters. First time me and Marian have played.
Yeah. What do we think?
JP wins.
I mean,
Because he brings
experience
his
gives
mana
it to
fee
you.
in the rain team.
Oh yeah, that's not nice. I
So
mean,
it
if
can't be
Marianne
stated.
brings her Pelipper, which she hasn't done for the past 2 or 3 games, and actually
that's
plays her
true.
rain team like a rain team, she could very easily win it. However, she hasn't done that for the past few games, which confuses me no end. But
Not gonna lie, I'm a
I-
little scared of Gringo Bendito in this one.
yeah,
Being the primary counter to
Everything.
my dealings for her team. But yeah, Sam kind of called me out on this one. He was like, "Okay, so yeah, JP's just gonna switch things up and just go with standard smoke on sets." And I was like, "Not gonna lie, but I really want to win Salaman's Cup." So this has been my goal from the whole thing. Like I was
That's why you
fairly
drafted
sure
them.
I wasn't gonna win in the end. I didn't think my team was good enough, and the
I
synergy
think
wasn't
you're
there.
good enough.
However, Salaman's Cup, yeah, I want to win this super bad. So
You have the mascot.
get ready, Marian.
Mhm.
But you're still not going
Ooh,
to prep.
fight.
You're just going to...
But you only got 20 minutes to prep.
I mean, I'll probably be like high off of carbon monoxide go-kart fumes, but let's go.
slowly dying to...
Yeah, I think
Contact.
JP's got this one.
I believe JP has this, just because he has the experience.
Yeah.
And he is a red group person.
I think Marian's got this, but I really want to win. So yeah,
Don't worry, JP. It can be me and you in the final.
yeah.
The
Oh, we
rematch.
can have our rematch. Yeah.
Yeah.
Spicy rematch. You go. Should we let's do it different. Let's jump to the other side because we've got a spicy game over there of PK versus Rob.
Yeah, we
Okay.
do.
Man,
So, I wasn't expecting to be against Rob.
you
Because
expected me against Dom?
Dom, I was, yeah, because because obviously there's no rhyme or reason really to who plays who in the Salamence Cup because it's just like a
fresh
extra
matches
thing.
is meant to be.
Yeah, and out of the people that were there, the only people I haven't played are Marianne and Dom.
Yeah.
So I was thinking, most
Yeah,
likely.
but this season you've not played Rob.
Yeah, this season I haven't played Rob, but I did play him last season. But I just like overall in like the time I've been in the league, like because for matches that haven't been seen before. So I was thinking maybe I'll most likely be against Dom, but it turns out I'm against Rob, and I lost to Rob last season. So
Rob is a very easy to lose to person.
He
unless you're
is.
Joe.
Hello.
I've just got a
But he is Joe.
But
Yeah.
maybe that's your trump
I'm a
card.
man of many
Your name.
pseudonyms.
Yeah.
He can just play on my account.
Yeah.
I won't be any the wiser.
Do you feel like you got this against Rob?
I
Mhm.
haven't done the like prep yet.
The super.
But
prep.
I
think you
have-
prepped
We've
a couple
started.
ones.
We started.
We have started some
But
brief
it's
prep.
not going well.
No, it's not. But that's because I haven't fully picked team yet. I've got 4 mons that I'm definitely going to pick. It's just the
Wow.
other
That's
2.
your problem, PK. You need to bring 6.
Yeah.
Well, okay, at the start of the day I had 4 mons I was definitely going to pick. That's now 3 mons that I'm definitely going to pick. And I need to find another 3 to round out like everything. But I feel like I do have this.
Yeah.
I feel like
Okay.
Rob's he's on a
PK,
downturn.
no surprises, backing himself.
Why wouldn't I?
I'm going to give this to Rob on the condition that he shows up and actually.
Oh,
if actual game day Rob turns up and puts in some effort, I
Yeah.
think he's got this for sure.
Mhm.
However, if non-game day Rob turns up, then it goes to PK. But I want game
Yeah.
day Rob. Come on, Rob.
Yeah, we need
Win-
some
win
more
that
game day,
Sullivan's
Rob.
Cup. Yes. Yes.
Yeah. I'm kind of with Joe on this one. I think
I thought you might be.
if well, yeah. I think if Rob turns up, then yeah, he's gonna show you what 3rd place is all about.
The power of 3rd place.
I mean, I know you go
the Sullivan's
2nd,
Cup.
but still.
I watched the
But-
final match last time.
Honourable bronze, your favourite position.
Oh, I love Honourable Bronze. It was the only place I could get in Call of Duty back so many years ago.
Yeah, those are the days.
The Honourable Bronze of free-for-all.
Yeah, but I think if Rob doesn't do his like decent prep, then I think you've got this.
I don't know if he will prep for me. I feel like he would because we're friends and he wouldn't want to lose to me. Like, we'd be playing League and I'd just kind of mention it. every so often.
I want him to prep. I want to see him do good. It feels bad having to shit on him because he loses because he doesn't prep.
I mean, we don't have to. We
He's-
just
But
do.
we do because it's easy.
Rob needs his 3rd place. 3rd place is winning the Sullivan's Cup, right? So
Oh, so
Rob
many
is
chances at
destined
3rd
to
place.
win.
There's
the
like
Sullivan's
4 third places. How are we going to do the draft next season?
Let's see. Sullivan's Cup should promote itself to Emerald 2nd place if they fight.
No,
I'm still gunning for it. Okay.
Well,
No, it cheapens every cup if you just start.
If it's- yeah.
Like even Ruby playing Sapphire cheapens whoever. Like
Well,
yeah.
not really, because they're both the same part of the same bracket. If you think about it.
They're both the winner's side, but I agree that it slightly teams it, but not in any sort of real way.
I think it
Yeah.
gives trophies to people that in like both the upper and the lower half.
well,
Wow.
Look
I
at
just know that
things.
last,
Mine and your names are on both the same trophy, JP.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
last season I was like, yeah, I did it. I won Gold Cup. Oh, now I just have to play PK, the winner of Silver Cup. And if
Yeah.
I lose this, then I'm clearly not the best because I've just
Well-
lost this, and it's like
Yeah, but like you're going for the Crystal Cup.
yeah,
Yeah,
the
for-
Crystal-
You've still
champion.
got your
You're still a
your
winner.
Gold Cup.
but
You've
are
still
you the
got your
grand
Gold
the
Cup.
champion?
worthless Gold Cup.
It's
next to
not
the Crystal
worthless.
Cup.
It's a Gold Cup.
Next to the Crystal Cup.
That's like
Like,
saying that
no,
season
no.
1 Cup first place is useless because that was 2 seasons
That was the
ago.
only one.
So I think it's still worth a lot. Still
Yeah.
find 2nd place is worth a lot.
Yeah, that's true. It still gets you high up on the draft for next season as well.
He's got to take what you can get. Not everyone can walk away with a Ruby or a Sapphire Cup.
True.
In fact, only one person can walk away.
Yes,
Yeah.
one. And in fact, you could get 2 cups if you get Ruby or Sapphire. Ruby and the Emerald. And then drop down into Salamis Cup and take it from them as well. And then get the Season 2 Cup off of you as well. When you have to fight yourself in the final.
We'll anti them up. We'll anti-up our old cups.
Yeah. Alright.
Next.
Apologies for the many tangents. Should we hop over to Season 1 extravaganza of Dom versus Stu? Glasgow Godox versus Maxwell Masquerades. I feel like this is a bit of a grudge match. Not through anything that's happened in the league, just like in general. I feel like these two fighting is always a bit of a grudge match.
Connection lost.
Well, that's a bit awkward.
Connected.
Hi.
User entered your channel.
Is that TeamSpeak messing up?
Yeah, TeamSpeak just died. Yeah.
Hey!
Like, my internet. What the? Oh my, what?
Leaving it in.
It was like, I apologise for. And then nothing happened. I was like, for what? Hello.
Oh god, I don't know where it cut. Well, it would have heard me for the whole time, but
Yeah.
Yeah, the last thing I heard was, I apologise for.
I didn't hear anything. We apologise.
Oh, I was just apologising for the tangents. Yeah, I guess I'll just, for your guys' benefit, next match is Glasgow Godox versus Maxwell Masquerades, which I say is a bit of a grudge match between the two.
Ooh, I mean, it is. It's hotly contested.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, this is Stu with Calm Mind Rest Suicune versus Dom, who's unfortunately not been showing us some amazing
He's not on top
performances.
form, yeah.
But he does have a Mega Alakazam, which has done work against Stu before. So.
No one has a Mega Alakazam.
By Alakazam,
Bam.
I mean Aerodactyl. Huh.
Oh, there we
Mega
go.
Reduction.
Edit that out. Edit that out.
Which is actually one of the best physical sweepers in the game, as I found out on a little. Well, it's based on stats or stat totals. It's got like the best speed and physical attack combination out of like everything in the league, except for I don't think, because no one drafted Mega Beedrill, so Megadactyl was the next best that we could draft. So yeah, need to see that do some stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Here's a tip: hone claws.
You know what? I think
You're gonna give
I
it to
think-
Stu, aren't you?
I think Stu can do this. Stu.
I want
no,
Stu
no one
to
else
do
wanna join
this.
in.
I want Stu to do this. Come on, Stu. You got this.
Yes.
I want Dom to win.
Fair enough.
Okay.
Fair
yeah.
enough.
Who do you think will win?
Dom.
I think Dom will probably win, but I want Stu to win.
Stu's gonna win. He's got this.
Stu's gonna win. Okay.
He's my boy. He's got this. Believe. We still believe.
We
still believe.
It's coming home for Stu.
For
It's
Salas.
coming home, boys.
It's coming
But-
home.
He's from Glasgow. It's not coming home for them. They've not been in a World Cup since the 80s.
Golduck's jewel still be gleaming. Last game of the Salamence Cup
Of the
is
first round
the
of the Salamence.
Limehouse Luxrays versus the Middlesbrough Metapods.
Ooh.
That's another difficult one to call. Well done on the guys for setting up these games. I think this is
Yeah.
the best.
So it makes Salamence very
That's
interesting. Very
Yeah.
interesting.
Definitely. I mean, it
Based on our
depends
team
if-
ratings.
Yeah. Based on team ratings, you'd give it to Tom. Based on
Yeah.
performance, you would probably
We
give it to Tom. Based on recent rekindling of spirit for the league,
Yeah.
you'd give it to Wev.
That is true. Maybe
And by
maybe the last game
rekindling
was
of-
all they needed.
Yeah, versus Sam.
The rekindling of spirits is just more gin.
More gin.
Gin.
More gin, and then maybe like light it just to burn the,
Yeah,
the
do
edge
a
off.
flaming shot. There we
Yeah.
go.
Flaming shot of gin.
So we got Flaming Shot Metapod versus
Flaming shot. Isn't it? What's the Victini one? Searing shot.
Searing
Seriously,
shot.
Searing shot Metapod.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Limehouse X-ray.
That's some battle spot stuff right there.
I mean, saying that, I'm still going to give it to the Limehouse Lux race, I think. They've got this one.
PK, any different?
Nope, I completely agree. I like that Webb's had his fire rekindled.
Kindled, but unfortunately...
I believe that's him for next season. Drafting
Yes. Drafting a not Starmie.
a better team that he can play around with. And like obviously like the no guard like dynamic punch from Champs come a few times, it's pretty cool, but I feel like he'll be more inclined to work for next season.
Well, for me, this is the other League of Gentlemen match, because this is Tom versus Chris, the other. Well, yeah. So Chris Weather is the other gentleman, though he has been a bit off the rails with his recent alcoholism.
He's been travelling a lot. He needs something to calm down.
Yeah. So unless they have like a gentleman's agreement to call it a draw, I'll probably give it to Tom. Probably. Yeah. But I want to see Nasal Bass put in some destruction.
I think, it's still pretty tough to call. All the matches pretty close. So.
Yeah. Any predictions for who we think is going to win Salaman's Cup?
Me.
PK says PK.
It all depends who it's coming. It all depends who comes down from the next round, I think.
Yeah,
who's going to win? People that aren't in Sapphire.
Yeah, people who aren't here at the moment. Yeah, so we've got Joe or Sam on it, or Ray or John, or who's the other one? That's all of them. Yeah.
There are still some big boys to come on down. So
I think.
You think it's you?
I think it's me. Even though I said that I think Marian's going to beat me, only because this is what I want to win. This is my goal, and I'm going for my goal, so I'm going to win.
All I'm going to say is my goal for this is to walk away with a cup. I don't mind what cup it is, but if I drop down the Salamence, I'm coming out with that Salamence cup.
So you get yourself your Ruby Cup, and then you finish second in Emerald, and then you fight the Salamence Cup winner.
You try to claw the Salamence Cup from my cold
Why can't I hold
fingers.
all these trophies?
You just want a little piece of all of them. Okay, so who do you think, Joe? Anyone on the screen right now? Or do you think none of these?
I think you could do it, JP. I think you could do it. But I also think whoever's coming down in the next round probably has just as good a shot. Whoever it is.
I hope, in a really bizarre way, I hope you don't beat Sam, so I don't have to fight him. I'd rather have a rematch. I'd rather have a rematch against you.
They would try to avoid a rematch. So unless there was no other way of doing it.
Well, you would drop down into. So I would assume if you drop down, you would make it through into the final. Unless I fought you before then we would have our rematch.
Oh, I see what you mean. That would be our rematches in the final.
Yeah, it would be. I assume they would put you over the other side.
Yeah, well, they would try to avoid any rematches.
Oh, put you versus PK.
I mean,
PK beats Rob. Oh, you can have another rematch against Rob. Yes.
Yeah. He's like, you gotta be kidding! You gotta be kidding! Three times.
Please, guys, make
the
it happen.
three-peat. Well, no, because that means Rob will have beaten me, and I don't want that.
Yeah. Sorry, make it so.
Well.
Okay. Cool.
There we go.
And that brings us on to the end of another episode of All-Out Pummeling. You don't want to know the timestamp.
Please,
is it bad?
Well, I mean, looking at the current time of day, which is past 2 in the morning.
It's about 9.
It's about 9 in the morning.
I'm late for work.
So it's PK. Yeah, what time have you got to get up for work?
It's pretty late. It's 8, but I
5 hours.
I was up until like 3 yesterday as well.
Okay, fair enough.
But for different reasons.
You don't need sleep.
It's fine. It's so how professional I am that I will willing to go that extra mile.
And how unprofessional that I am that I totally forgot we were meant to be recording this yesterday.
Yep.
And, right, checked my phone in bed when someone else reminded me about it. Went, oh my god!
Yeah.
Right, closing thoughts. One thing I wanted to suggest is like we have the TeamSpeak, which we are on, which I assume people are welcome to have the details
Yeah,
for.
I think they just need the password. Yeah, if you ask the password.
Yeah, ask one of us. I think Handsome John also has it. Marian has it. Sam Orner I think has it, and Wilf has it. Sam Geo has it. Rob has it. So yeah, any other guys if you want it, I'm sure you can get on that. If
Yeah,
not,
just come on down.
there's always the option of creating a Discord,
Yeah, that
for
would
as
be
well.
good actually.
which I might look into doing.
Rather
you
than
want
dog up the TeamSpeak even more.
Yeah, because otherwise teams
randomness.
everyone will come on for Pokemon and then they'll be like, oh sorry, we're playing League.
Yeah.
Just sit in silence while we're playing League, which
Yeah.
feels pretty bad.
Yeah, so
So I think
yeah.
a Discord might be the way to go actually.
If you want a Discord, let us know. I'll set one up. Anything else you guys wanna add? Or we good?
I think we're good. I think it just leads to PK to take us out.
And as we say at the end of every
So prepared.
of All-Out Pummeling, Salamence Cup is the only cup that matters. Don't at me. Good night.
Good night.
Good night.
And a number 9.
And a number 9.